106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the World Famous.
What's up?
Known as the Ace, according to him and him alone. He is the one. And no one has ever called him the Ace.
All over. Net bangers call me that.
Net bangers not calling you that. We are net banging right now as we are streaming live on KROQ's YouTube page. If you want a visual stimulation to go with the audio portion of the show, you can check us out there. Of course, we appreciate you listening traditional old school raw dog style on 106.7 KROQ of the podcast. In the back room, you got Postmaster Johnny running around getting stuff done.
You know, for the net bangers, and they were suggesting this the other day, can we get a little backwards hat, Klein?
Oh, backwards hat, Klein?
Yeah, because you're forwards hat, Klein, today, and they said backwards hat, Klein is kind of Cabana Klein adjacent, and just a little more fun. There you go. Yeah.
Hey, look at that. It's a better vibe already.
Yeah, you're backwards hat guy.
Backwards hat Klein is checked in, and if you need us, we're here for you at 800-520-1067. Got a decent show planned for you today, complete with your tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas and your chance to win 4 on the floor as we continue to hear your nominees for why you believe you have the weirdest relative in all of America. Maybe today's the day I call and try to get my Uncle Leslie on to explain his latest antics of
being hit by a meteor?
It's actually more than that. I found out part 2 of it yesterday with my dad. He said he did talk to a psychic, and the psychic did tell him that that's how he's going to die, from getting hit by a meteor.
Because the psychic was probably sick of talking to him.
Right, but because he heard that from the psychic, apparently, he was on Ozempic or Wegovy or something for a while.
Oh, yeah.
He's decided to completely stop doing that because he realized if he's not going to die from having a heart attack or getting too fat, he's just going to keep eating because he knows that the meteor is what's going to take him out.
Well, if he's fat, he has more likely of a chance to hit him.
And also potentially more likely of a chance to survive it if he's really that fat. He's meteor fat. He then said he's been researching if he can pick up meteor insurance because he thinks that if that really... This is why the guy's so weird, because he has actually now been talking to insurance brokers to figure out if he can be covered on the off chance he gets killed by a meteor.
Let me guess, Mercury?
Why would he need to be covered if he's dead?
Great question. Allie, this is why he's weird. This is why he's my weird uncle and the inspiration for the search for America's weirdest relative.
Ironic that he will die by a meteor, but he's getting meteor.
He is getting meteor. Maybe that's what she meant. Maybe
I think that's what she meant.
Maybe he misheard her. He thought she said a meteor, and she's like, You're
getting meteor.
You're getting meteor. You're going to explode. Your heart is going to pop. Yeah, he's definitely getting the wrong insurance, man.
He definitely needs other meteor
Apparently,
insurance.
He's got hearing problems, too. So anyway, we'll get into all that on the show today. Another round of the Sleeper Bowl. Help you get the best sleep of your life. And Generation Wars. Millennials, Xennials battling it out on KROQ. Thank you, Green Day. I don't know if you heard the news. Green Day is going to be a part of Coachella this year. That's right. One of the big headliners. I believe it's second day, maybe. Green Day in the desert, Coachella. You got a bunch of other bands that'll be there that are less K-Rock appropriate, like Lady Gaga and what's-his-face, who's on every festival ever.
Travis Scott. I'm so done.
I think they just permanently use the permanent font for Travis Scott on the lineups, and they just have to leave it there every year.
When the whole lineup just has something missing, they're like, and then just stamp Travis Scott on it.
That's good. Not too many letters.
That's
just put
cool.
it there. So anyway, that big lineup announcement was made, but you think about it, long before there was ever a Coachella, it was K-Rock's Almost Acoustic Christmas. It got a bunch of bands together on the same stage, the creation of the rotating stage, no slowdown, nothing but bands, and more bands. It's going to be an amazing night of music, and tickets available at Ticketmaster.com as we speak, but win them from us later this morning and throughout the day here at K-Rock.
By the way, Travis Scott has been added to our lineup.
We just added Travis Scott. Amazing.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. How did I know? We mentioned earlier this week, and some people were shocked about it, that the best beach in North America is right here in Southern California, and it belongs to Santa Monica. Now, Jake went to Santa Monica yesterday to meet some locals and let them explain why they believe Santa Monica is the best beach. It was very hard to find anyone, even the people that live there, that agree that it is the best beach in North America. We'll get to this later in the show, but here's a tease.
Curtis, Santa Monica has just been named best beach in North America. How do you feel about that?
I'll give it that because I don't think you could smoke on it.
So there you go. We've got our first opinion.
But I prove them wrong every day.
Yeah, that guy sounds like he was definitely smoking while answering Jake's questions. So that is something we'll get into later in the show today. Of course, $100 of Allie's money will be coming up for grabs very shortly. But on this Thrifty Thursday, I think it's important that you get your flowers, Allie, because you have said a lot of things over the airwaves, and we've accused you of being cheap. We've accused you of being
disgusting, sad,
tacky.
pathetic.
But there's cheap, thrifty cheap, smart cheap, and then there's tacky cheap, right? But
And what would I be?
Tacky cheap.
Okay.
But there is something you've said on the show many times. And someone wanted to call and give you your praise because they say that of all the dumb things we've said, and there is no shortage. We got audio. I mean, we've said a lot of dumb things. Mostly, I would say 90% of everything we say would be classified as dumb things,
All
right?
Well, you're welcome. Yes, I said even if your child is 7, strap them in a diaper, put them in a stroller.
Right.
2 and under, boom, free.
Right.
Is that what they're saying?
That's not what they're saying.
Oh.
You've said something else that has really resonated with this caller, and she believes that she will be super rich courtesy of you.
Hi, guys. Okay, so I'm here to advocate for something Ali said about putting your information down for class action lawsuits. I don't even remember when I did this, nor do I have any association with it. But I received a check today from Juul, the little vape things.
She received something from Juul.
Oh, man, they are sued a lot, I think.
If you can get in on that class action Juul money,
I think any vape lawsuits are real money makers right now.
It's potentially a great side hustle. Just get involved in so many class action lawsuits.
Got a lawsuit going. I've never smoked one.
So I don't even know how this woman got this. She's never smoked a Juul a day in her life. Never been around a Juul. But
yes,
somehow
but
she got involved in the class action lawsuit.
Yeah, like if there was something charged on her card and someone in her family, like they just figure it out, and that's the lawyer's job to just send the emails out and be like, hey, anybody who might be affected by this.
So listen to this.
I don't care. I'm going to put my name down. Free money. Allie, you're my girl. You're my girl. Everybody, just do it. Just do it. You'll randomly get a $72 check one day.
One day.
There you go.
If all things go in your favor, one day you go to the mail and there's a $72 check.
Yes, but Klein, that's $72 that you didn't have the previous day. And also, all you have to do is fill out a form. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to appear in court.
Well, this woman loves you.
Just like me. Great job, Allie. Great job.
There you go.
Great job. And think of all the jewels you could buy with $72. You could start a whole new vaping habit just for yourself.
I would argue you should start a vaping habit now so that you can potentially get more in the class action lawsuit later.
Now, that's a great El Cheapo hack. Get involved now in things that will probably get sued later.
There you go.
If there's a couple of wonky, dressers at IKEA, buy them quick.
Yeah, and don't secure them to the wall.
Right. When they start toppling over, that's when the real money comes.
The money comes toppling down, am I right?
If you don't want to wait around for your class action cash, you can call us now at 800-520-1067. I got 5 questions right here, all about stuff going on in the world. Let's see how you do, going toe-to-toe against El Cheapo on a Thrifty Thursday. She's got $100 up for grabs. That $100 can and will be yours if you call and if you play and if you win. 5 questions, little Allie Knows the News action, and bragging rights coming up next right here on KROQ.
It's beginning to look a lot like The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.
Hey, it's Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins. All day on KROQ. Win tickets to see us.
This is Jim from Jimmy Eat World.
Hi, it's Nick from 311.
Hey, it's Jacob Noel of Sublime.
KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas.
AWOL Nation, Beck, Franz Ferdinand, Baby, Belinda Lindas.
We'll tell you a song to listen for. Hear it, and Caller 20 wins tickets.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Presented by Gain.
Proceeds benefit Parlos Niños and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center. From Gain. Mix, match, more happy.
KROQ.
KROQ Klein Alley Show. One of the many things we got into this week, which I hate to even bring up again, is the fact that my wife, after talking to a friend of hers, the friend of hers, I guess, had put one of their poorly behaved kids, into an etiquette class to learn the basics of manners when sitting at the dinner table, primarily.
Which I will just say, even though I don't know this person, I'm sure her kids hate her for that.
Yeah, probably. And I made it through my life without going to an etiquette class. And look at me, Allie.
I'm looking.
I'm a joy to dine with.
We've got both of our elbows on the table as we speak.
Right now. Well, elbows on the table seems like an old school. I think when you look at the history of that, it was probably dated back to like scurvy or something that we don't even have anymore.
That's all etiquette is old school stuff.
Yeah, like etiquette, I feel like we've evolved. And I understand that, yes, we are, I think Jimmy Kimmel just got back from Japan, and he went into this whole rant about how kind of disgusting America is. Now it's a big joke now to the rest of the world, because he goes to these other cities that are like clean, and they're like, almost pristine.
Japan and Singapore and all that, they're very clean.
And that we should be able to do that in the sense that there is America does make a lot of money, but for some reason we just don't know how to spend it, or our political system is broken, or whatever you want to say. But he's been to a major city and seen what an actual clean, crime-free city feels like, and then you kind of come back to Southern California and it just looks like it's getting, just more disgusting by the day. Is etiquette a part of that? I don't know. I think it's a part of the unraveling of culture, sure, but
younger generations too are mannerless. I was reading an article about that.
And
listen, they're just throwing it out the window.
And this is why she said, let's just stop this now. We don't want to be the people. So she said we should do an etiquette class. I said no. We did a little quiz on the air. Turns out all of us don't know how to act in these situations, at least based on traditional etiquette. And then a couple of listeners said, why don't you have Klein ask his kids these questions and see how they do? Maybe they do great on the quiz and they don't actually need the etiquette at all. So I did ask my kids some of the questions we talked about on the show.
Oh, like what do you do if somebody farts in front of you?
Yeah,
what were some of the other ones? I forget. It was like,
it's like, what are the most important rules
about when you eat
sitting at the table and this and that. So I did ask them, and they gave me their answers. Now, I don't think they need etiquette class based on these answers. Etiquette question, guys, because I took a quiz on etiquette, and Mommy wants us to take etiquette class. If someone farts and then they say, "Excuse me," what are you supposed to say? Now, we learned that there is an answer to this, and if someone does...
Again, this is like drunk slurry Klein at home.
I'm not drunk. I'm tired. I'm not drunk. I'm tired because
it's an etiquette class.
And then they say, "Excuse me." What are you supposed to say?
Maybe run away because it stinks.
So, once again, that's not what you're supposed to do.
I would love it if everyone did that. But in society.
Society, you're supposed to acknowledge the person took credit, and you kind of just smile at them and say,
You're supposed to smile and nod.
In a nonverbal way, you're supposed to basically say, "Thank you for taking credit."
I acknowledge your excuse me.
Right. But I thought my kid had a better answer.
Totally. Just running away is so funny.
Maybe run away because it stinks.
So she's, once again, I think that she's thinking...
That stinks?
So the other child, this is the 5-year-old now, also had a answer for this question as well. This is all part of etiquette. If I farted right now, Sienna, and said, "Excuse me," what would you do?
You farted today.
That is the best. Telling somebody about their farts that's a class act in my book.
I was just trying to get the answer for the question. And
Speaking of, you're disgusting.
She didn't have to rat me out. But.
You farted today.
Okay, thank you.
So direct.
And you didn't say excuse me.
So clearly,
now everyone in the house is laughing.
Yeah, now I've become the punching bag of the family.
And you didn't say excuse me.
Okay, great. Great. Thank you. So the next question in etiquette
That's nice
class
etiquette,
to see if
Klein.
we...
You said thank you.
Yeah, I said thank you after she insulted me. See, that's good etiquette. I'm learning, right? Great. Thank you. So the next question in etiquette class to see if we need this or not.
Hey, shut up.
Okay, that's not nice etiquette right there. You don't say that. She didn't want to do the quiz anymore.
She just told you to shut up.
She told me to shut up in the middle of the question. She was not happy to do the quiz about etiquette, and whatever. I don't think she's wrong here. No one wants to do the etiquette. My wife isn't even planning going. She wants to send me and the kids to learn.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You were making this point yesterday where people are they're as mean as they've ever been, but they're usually mean online. And your daughters are nice enough to be mean to your face.
And that's important that they learn that early.
It is.
I think. You want to be confrontational at a young age. What is a nice way to say to someone that you are no longer interested in hearing their story?
Sorry, but your story doesn't really sound that interesting anymore. So I wouldn't really like to hear it anymore. So bye.
Let's save that for all future purposes of the show.
It'll be used every time Allie asks a question on the show moving forward. All right, so listen, I think...
I'm in the middle of a story.
Hey, but that's a nice way to say it. Listen, your story's just not that interesting anymore, so goodbye.
You know, I feel like Vanessa would say something like this.
She does.
She totally would. She broke it off with a guy after her first date. She was like, hey, you know what?
Not feeling you.
I'm not feeling you. Sorry.
Goodbye.
Nope, I'm not doing anything.
Okay, great. And finally...
She passed on the question.
She's passed. She's now not doing the game anymore. She doesn't want to be a part of this radio show. I don't blame her. What are the three most important...
I see your phone there.
Yeah. What are the three most important manners to have at the table?
1, no elbows on the table.
Nice.
2, don't cross your legs, cross your knees. 3...
Cross your knees?
I don't know.
Does she know
I think she's
the
trying
body
to say
parts?
Cross... She learned from Johnny. I think she's saying cross your legs.
Cross your ankles, not your knees?
I think she's trying to say that. I don't even know what that is. I think I taught her that as a sex thing. I was like, just cross your legs, keep them crossed.
2, don't cross your legs, cross your knees. 3, have your mouth closed when you're chewing.
Great.
Easy money. KROQ, Klein Alley Show every morning right around this time. A chance to win $100 of Allie's money. The easy way tomorrow to pick your poison Friday. You can battle anyone on the show. But today, it's you going toe-to-toe with El Cheapo.
She wants to win. We want her to lose. Let's find out if Allie knows the news.
If you're not on the phone right now to play the game, I recommend you play along and see how you would have done. And if you listen to this at least a few days in a row and will, hypothetically would have beaten Allie, it's about time you call us eventually and get some real money.
Hypothetically, beating is not beating.
You're absolutely right.
But call.
If you're listening along, there's people that we meet all the time, and they say, I play Allie Knows the News every morning. Never called, but I usually beat her. And I say, why don't you call? It's an easy $100.
I know. We can hypothetically beat anybody.
Let's go to Encino, California. Say hi to Debbie this morning, who would like a shot at your $100.
Ooh,
Good morning, Debbie. How goes it? Debbie. Going twice.
Come on, Debbie. You're on mute, aren't you?
Debbie.
That's so Debbie.
That is such a Debbie
what a
thing.
Deb.
Yeah, come on, Deb.
All right, we say hi to David in Garden Grove, who would like a shot at Allie's money. Good morning, David. How goes it?
Sweet dude.
Sweet Dibs. We got 5 questions here. Allie's going to leave the KROQ studios. As soon as she's sequestered in a studio far, far away, I will begin your questions, answer them quickly, confidently, and accurately, and hopefully we can pay the people. Your round of Allie Knows the News starts now.
Allie Knows the News.
Question number 1. This comedian has officially moved from the USA to England after Trump was declared president. She's gone, and she says she won't be back for at least 4 years. Which comedian is it?
Pass.
Pass. Go to question 2. Home prices in L.A. are about to hit a milestone. What is the milestone that is about to happen to home prices in Los Angeles? Ooh, I hope they're going down.
Would that be food?
Excuse me, what now?
What was the question?
Home prices in L.A. are about to hit a milestone. What is the milestone they're about to hit?
Was it L.A. homes?
All right, that's a good guess. Oh, boy. Question number 3. I think we would have been better off with Debbie, who is not even saying anything. Go to question 3. This gruesome discovery was made on an L.A. County beach and now has prompted an investigation. What was discovered on an L.A. County beach that has prompted a big investigation?
Dead body.
Question 4. You will soon be able to buy a jug of this at McDonald's. You can buy this in jug form starting soon. A jug of what?
Barbecue sauce.
And finally, according to one of the dictionaries, I forget which one, Cambridge, I believe, this is the word of the year for 2024. They've already announced their word of the year for 2024. What is the word of the year for this year that we are getting to the tail end of?
Fire.
Fire. Good guess. All right, let's bring Allie in.
This is 10,000 BC.
We'll score it together. That was the first word of the year many, many years ago, the first dictionary ever, and they brought it back all these years later. How do you think you did, David?
Not good.
All right, well, let's see. Don't talk negatively to yourself. Allie's back in the studio. Here we go. Question number 1, Allie. This comedian has officially moved from the USA to England after Trump's win and says she will not be back for at least 4 years.
America's least favorite lesbian, Ellen DeGeneres.
That is correct. Stealing your title as America's least favorite lesbian. We go to question number 2. Allie's up 1-0. He passed on that. Home prices in L.A. are about to hit a milestone. What is the milestone that's about to happen to home prices in L.A.?
Most?
Most what? Most homes?
Most expensive?
It's not technically the milestone.
The least amount of homes that are available? I know there's like no more
home prices
houses.
in L.A., we are about to hit a medium home price, which means the average cost of a home in L.A. is about to be $1 million.
Damn.
That is crazy.
I mean, I was kind of right when I said most.
Yeah, you were close, but I can't give it to you. Go to question number 3. He didn't get that either. His answer to that was L.A. homes, which was an interesting answer. Question 3. This gruesome discovery on an L.A. County beach has prompted an investigation. What was found on an L.A. County beach?
Is it body parts?
All right, he said dead body. Allie's saying body parts. The correct answer is a human skull. I'm going to give you guys both the point, I guess.
I mean, it's
body adjacent. So we go to question number 4. David's finally on the board. Allie's still up by 1. And we
or maybe Spirit Halloween stores just throw all their merch in the ocean after they're done.
Could have been better than having to fill out forms and stock it properly for next year.
Yep.
Question 4. You will soon be able to buy a jug of what at McDonald's? This will now be sold in jug form.
What about their relish? I don't know.
He said barbecue sauce. I mean, the technical answer is the McRib sauce, but I'm going to give him the point because
that's barbecue sauce. I get that.
Barbecue sauce, which means he's now Allie. I mean, this guy. No offense, David, but one of the dumbest guys we've ever had play the game. And
no offense, David.
He's still tied with you right now with 1 question left.
Okay.
David, you don't take offense to that, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay. Question number 5. Here we go.
Yeah.
According to a dictionary, and I believe it is the one from Cambridge, they have announced what is the word of the year for 2024. What is said word of the year for 2024?
Manifest.
Oh, my God. He said fire.
I got it. Fire.
Allie said manifest, and one of you is correct. The word of the year is manifest.
Oh, my God, moon got ass.
David, listen, you put in a very valiant effort. I apologize for the slight insult I made about you a moment ago. What must you shamefully admit over the airways of KROQ right now? Go ahead.
I'm David from Garden Grove, and Allie knows the news.
Tomorrow, right around this time, you'll have an easier chance to win that money because you can battle anyone on the show. And if you are like a lot of the people texting in their scores of 4 and 5, you should have called. You'd be a lot richer right now. This is KROQ.
Let's call it even. All our feelings go.
Klein Alley Show. If you need us, 800-520-1067. Listen, watch along on the YouTube as we are streaming live right now. You can see what goes on inside the studios during the songs, during the commercials, and more importantly, during the live show. And you're more than welcome to join us for the live show. We got lots to give you today, including tickets. KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Get them before they're gone or win them from us today.
Are you knee-deep in the what do you want for Christmas interrogation? Because I am in it this week. I have gotten that question from many different family members and friends, and I'm tailoring my responses to each person based on who they are and what I think they're good at buying me. But I wonder how you handle that question.
Usually I just say, I'm good, I'm an adult. If I want something, I put it on a credit card. That's usually what I say, in general.
Then that's a horrible way to answer that question, because obviously the person is asking because they don't know what to get you, and then to say, that's what my dad does. Don't worry about it. I just want your smiling face.
No, I don't say that. I don't. Never said I wanted a smiling face. I just, the way that.
But it's like, don't worry about it. I don't need anything. That's
Allie,
the worst.
But Allie, I'm a grown-ass man. If my computer breaks during the year, I don't just sit around and go, oh, can't wait for Christmas to come around so I can get a computer.
Yeah,
I just go buy a computer.
Can't buy that stuff.
Well, I can't either, but I put it on a couple of credit cards. Pay it off over the next 40 years. Eventually, I'm going to own this thing.
Yes, but don't you feel like you should do them a favor, make their shopping experience a little easier, and maybe give them at least a genre?
See,
hey, I've been starting to go to the gym again. Maybe some workout clothes or something like that.
I don't... the problem is that how often do people, unless you tell them exactly what you want, like unless you just say, here's a link, because that really takes a lot of the fun. By the way, I'm not one of these people.
I'm a link sender.
That feels the need to, like, I think there are some people that really get off on the idea of, I figured you out, I know you so well, and as a result, I came up with the perfect gift. You're going to love it. Like, there's people that they don't want any, they don't even want a hint. They want nothing. They want to be able to say, I saw something, be it a month ago or whatever. I was at the mall, and I was like, this would be perfect for you. How often do the people that think they know you, that are like, I got exactly the perfect thing, how often are those things ever actually perfect?
Oh, never.
Rarely.
Never.
Right?
And also, I think now people can more readily send things that they want because there is an endless wish list online. Right. Anytime you want something that you're like, nah, I want to buy that, but I shouldn't. I'm just going to add it to my wish list. And then over the course of time, you're like, well, there's like 10 things that I could tell you I want right now.
Yeah.
When it didn't used to be that way. But there are people who think that they know, and those are the people that worry me. Like, if it's a few days before Christmas, I'm like, this person has not asked me what I want for Christmas, and that is scary.
Right, because
I don't know what they think I want, but I don't think they know what I want.
They saw something, and they assume they know. Allie's a lesbian. Let's get her some softball equipment. She'll probably love it.
Actually, I probably would.
And they're not wrong. They're not wrong. But also, you have certain people, like, if your mom, if you know she's going to get you the best gift, right? Let's just say she's got the best budget. She's the one who usually... You're not going to waste... a mid-tier thing you want, let's say you want a new yoga mat. You're not wasting that on your mom.
Absolutely.
You're going to say, like, hey, Mom, we'd really love a bigger TV or something, whatever. You kind of get a sense of what she's going to spend.
Oh, yeah, the high-ticket items I save for my mother. So I will divvy up the things that I want and place them on certain people.
Based on what you think that person is willing to commit.
And yes, what they're willing to commit and what they enjoy buying. Like for my mom, she enjoys shopping for clothes. I would never tell my dad, hey, I need more workout tops. He would never know what to do with that information. But if there's a piece of technology I want, he's happy to buy that.
So you try to ask for the gift from the person that would be less likely to screw up the gift.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
That's an interesting way to go about it. On the text line, giving a gift is an expression of familiarity and friendship. If someone doesn't know what gift to give me, then they should not be giving me a present at all. Now, I
will take a present from anybody.
I believe there are a lot of obligatory gifts that get given this time of year. I don't personally feel the need to give anything to my mail carrier in the sense that they've never brought me anything. All they're really doing is bringing me bills. I wish they would just stop giving me stuff.
And Valpak savings.
But I still feel like every once in a while I throw them a Starbucks gift card and say, thanks for the troubles.
You're not asking your mail carrier what they want for Christmas?
No, not asking. I don't never even wouldn't even be able to pick them out of a lineup. Like I don't even know what they look like. I just know that they stop by every day and they put more bills in my mailbox.
My sister asked me, what do you guys want for Christmas? And I have to then answer the question for myself and for Katie. And then we talk about some of the things, and then I return the question, what about you guys?
Right.
And then I get ghosted.
She gives you nothing back.
Nothing. And this happened with my mother as well. What do you guys want? Nothing. So then you get what you need out of me. Now you know exactly what to go get because I've given you all the information, and now you ghost me, and I have to play a guessing game. And I don't want to ask twice, hey, what do you want for Christmas? Hey, what do you want for Christmas? Because then it seems desperate and thirsty.
If you think that's annoying, I'll tell you right now that even more annoying, not to one-up you, 2 years ago, I had nothing. My sister was like, I want to send you something. I said, I got nothing. I finally said, oh, you know what? Find some restaurant I like on Gold Belly, that like a barbecue place from the East Coast or something, and just send me a one of these like barbecue packs.
You love meat.
Love meat. And then she goes, okay, I'll do that. And then she said, and then I said, and what would you like? And she goes, you know what? That barbecue thing you talked about sounds really good. So you can send me that too. So
now what are we doing?
So now I go, what are we doing here? We're just going to send each other the same exact barbecue kit? Well, why don't I just buy one, you buy one, we call it a day. Like you just stole my gift, my idea.
Well, and do you budget properly? Like for her, do you know how much she spends on you, and you give her something in that price range?
No.
Oh, interesting.
I have no idea.
We know for certain members of our family how much we spend about, but if I ask, what do you want for Christmas? And they send me back like things that are astronomical, I'm like, whoa. Who do you think I am?
Right.
I'm not spending that much on you.
I'm El Cheapo.
Do you realize who you're speaking to?
Don't you know who you're talking to here? Go
3, 2, 3. They all say, don't worry about me because they don't want to be disappointed by Allie's gifts.
Right. No, the last time people said don't worry about me to Allie, she started getting into crocheting, and she crocheted everyone an ill-fitting hat.
You want some moon water?
It was a scarf.
So yeah, be careful. You're about to get yourself a piece of a scarf if you're not careful. And nothing says the holidays like a piece of a scarf made with love and regret. This is KROQ. Cranberries on KROQ, and 1 week from today, lots of cranberries, even though that is probably the weakest of the side dishes. We'll get into that a little bit later on today and decide which side dish we would eliminate if it came down to a Royal Rumble-style elimination of side dishes that you'll be getting 1 week from today on Thanksgiving. And also, you'll be sitting around a table with some of your relatives, some you love and others that you're not really sure how you're related. You hope to find out maybe we don't share the same DNA, but perhaps you do, and that is why we will continue our search for America's Weirdest Relative this morning. The grand prize, 4 on the floor. KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Enough tickets for you and all your weird relatives to get right up and close to the big bands on the big stage. And even though we are only accepting, nominees live, we do have quite a few people that listen to the podcast and wanted to tell us about their weird relatives on the GOAT line. And here is one of the uncles that unfortunately will not win. But boy, oh boy, when you want to talk about weird relatives, this is where the bar has been set this year.
Hi, Klein and Allie. I just got home from the Rise Against show, so thanks, KROQ, for that.
Oh, nice.
I just wanted to talk about my great uncle, Fred, for my crazy relative.
Great Uncle Fred is already a great place to start.
I mean, you think about uncle status and how weird that is. Great uncle status.
Great
that
uncle.
is generational
Next level of
weirdest.
weird. And then you throw Fred in the mix, you got it all.
Mm-hmm. He never called me by my name, which is Marissa. He always called me Melissa my entire life.
So that's already very subtle weird, but her name's Marissa, and her entire life, her great uncle called her Melissa. So either he never learned her name.
Yeah, but there are certain family members, always one that always either misspells or missays the name, and they just are never going to get it.
That is minor compared to what we're about to learn about Great Uncle Fred.
He was in jail for, I think, manslaughter.
Oh!
Whoa.
You think?
Well, she explains it.
So he meant to kill his ex-girlfriend, but killed her lover instead.
So he's also not a good manslaughterer because he meant to kill his ex-girlfriend.
He's really mixed up there, huh?
Killed his... So he's all confused. Marissa, killing the ex-girlfriend's lover, da-da-da.
So I don't know how that's not murder, but that was before I was born. And then I remember for one Christmas, he gave me a baby picture of myself, and on the back of it wrote, "When you were cute."
So Great Uncle Fred's got a lot of points in his column for America's Weirdest Relative. Gave her a baby picture of herself and wrote, "When you were cute."
And then there was a unspoken kind of thing that he was secretly gay or bi because he would always bring his guy friend who also lived with him, who he just said was a roommate, but I think they were lovers. Anyway, just wanted to share. We did.
All right. Well, thank you for that submission. Unfortunately, it's not an official submission because we'll get to those next hour. But if you are thinking about your family tree and you've got a weird relative you'd like to nominate, we'll do another round of open nominations today as we search for America's Weirdest Relative just in time for Thanksgiving.
It seems like that roommate is probably like, I'm just a roommate, guys. I don't want to be the next one murdered.
Just a roommate here.
Just a roommate.
Quick break. Back with your news next, KROQ.
Klein, Allie, show! Mornings on KROQ.
America's most favorite beach. Let's get to your news in just a moment here at KROQ. First look at the news. Your ADD news is coming up. Allie, what's going on?
Another ball is hitting the auction block. How much will it fetch? And will it outfetch the 50-50 ball?
All right. Want to bid on some big, important balls? We'll give you those details next, right here on KROQ. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. How did we do? Night 3 of the Sleeper Bowl, and how will we give you the greatest sleep of your life? Apparently, we're all sleep deprived. That'll be coming up next hour, as well as more nominees for America's Weirdest Relative. But first, let's find out what's going on in the world with your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. Here's Cheapo.
So, Shohei Ohtani's 50-50 ball set a record for the most expensive sale of any sports ball ever at $4.4 million. And now, another one is hitting the auction block, and that is the Freddie Freeman Grand Slam ball from Game 1 of the World Series.
Yeah.
Dave Roberts said that might have been the greatest baseball moment he has ever witnessed, and he has witnessed many. And
just even you talking about it, I'm goosebump. You can see it on my shaved arms. I'm all goosebumped up right now. I mean, just
it's taking
hearing
that a while to grow back, huh?
It really is. I am goosed up, guys. Just hearing you say Freddie Freeman's Grand Slam home run ball. It is amazing, just even you saying that, and I got goosebumps now.
Oh,
that's crazy. I mean, look at that.
That's disturbing.
That is really disturbing. That could be a rash.
That's making me want to throw up in my mouth.
Right. Thank you. The value of that ball has just plummeted since I talked about my goosebumps.
So if you remember the person who caught the ball, it was a 10-year-old boy named Zach, and he was there by surprise. His parents told him that he was being pulled out of school because he was getting his braces removed.
Oh, that's right.
Which, by the way, is an exciting day. If you've ever had braces, the day you're getting your braces removed is pretty exciting.
I think I'd be angry if I showed up at Dodger Stadium. This is a dentist.
So I still have braces?
What?
I'm still a dork.
But anyway.
He said, didn't he say, I will never sell this ball?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he said,
and we all call. There's audio on this show of him saying he would never sell the ball, and all of us saying,
you'll
right.
sell the ball.
Trust me, that ball is as good as sold. It didn't take long.
Yeah, these were his plans.
The only thing that would top it is if I can meet Freddie Freeman and get the ball signed and authenticated.
That's all he wanted was to meet
Can't
Freddie
hear him
Freeman.
through all that dental work. What is he saying? What is that about?
What are you saying, nerd?
The only thing that would top it is if I can meet Freddie Freeman and get the ball signed and authenticated.
So that's all he wanted was to meet Freddie Freeman, have the ball signed. He wanted to keep it forever. And now, cut to 1 month later, it is on the auction block. And I wonder how that conversation was at home with his parents going, honey.
Yeah, you want those braces on?
I know
college money.
This ball is very important to you.
Right.
Do you realize how much money we can make on this ball? And then eventually what bargain they had to strike with him in order for him to allow them to sell it. Because it's not, he doesn't care about money. He's like 10.
Right.
I think you care about money.
No, because you care about things like if it...
You care about the bragging right of going to school and going, I caught this ball. I am the coolest.
Right.
Yeah, I also have a Ferrari.
Well, but at 10, you don't care about that.
You don't?
Oh, yes, you do!
Negotiating with a 10-year-old, I feel like, is the best place for the parents to be at because with enough promises of Disneyland and PlayStations, etc.
Totally.
You could probably get out of that thing for under $1,000.
Yes.
I feel like my kids, if I had like a $40 budget, maybe even $20, I feel like I could bribe anything out of them at this point. Right? But that will all change. I mean,
they're like, Zach, think of how many Roblox coins you can get or whatever.
What do they think this ball's going to bring in?
Well, they said easily 7 figures, but I don't know.
North of $1 million for that?
I don't
Unbelievable.
Is that surprising to you? I feel like that's...
memorabilia has gotten crazy now, but I also feel like there's a difference. 50-50 ball is historic in so many ways. This one is...
I can't believe you think the
is
50...
monumental here in L.A., and I think that there is...
because the 50-50 is just the first time that's ever happened
in all
ever?
of baseball.
Right,
and
I see. So it goes beyond the team.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, $1 million, I could see that. I mean, look, you'd think if you're Freddie Freeman, you're making the kind of money he's making, he would just buy it himself. I mean, it would be the kind of thing he would want to have, probably. Probably get a nice little discount if you're the guy.
I think it's weird when people buy their own memorabilia. Why? Because I think it's kind of self-centered. It's all about you anyway. You've already won MVP. You have all this stuff. You can have anything you want. Why do you need your own ball?
I accidentally bid on something one time I put up on eBay. My own thing.
Did you outbid yourself?
No. I said, this guy wants this much? Crazy idiot.
What an idiot.
I realized it was mine.
That's a good deal.
All right, Denzel Washington is one of the best to ever do it. So many great films that he's been in, iconic lines. And now we're learning a lot about him that we never knew, like the fact that he kissed a guy in Gladiator 2 and that he's celebrating 10 years of sobriety. He just did kind of a tell-all interview in Esquire, and he talks about how he was an alcoholic for many, many years and that he also struggled with drugs. He said that he used to, quote, shoot dope, but he never got strung out on it, and he never got strung out on liquor either. But what he would do is he would focus on a movie, and then as soon as that movie was over, he would have 3 months of just being drunk off his ass on wine. He said wine was his thing, and he would buy 2 bottles of wine every single day. And his wife was like, why don't you know you're going to drink 2 bottles of wine the next day? Why don't you just buy more than 2? And he was like, then I'll drink way more than 2. And then when he did that movie Flight or whatever,
Right.
the one where
Yeah,
he was a drunk
the
pilot.
whole time during that movie.
Yeah, and he plays drunk better than anybody.
He played that movie great.
So well. And he said that was the movie that made him really think about addiction and the part it plays in everybody's lives and what it's like to struggle with it. And he was like, that was towards the end, and I realized, I wanted to make a change. And he also said Lenny Kravitz gave him a really great recommendation for a personal trainer, and those two things combined got him sober. And now he's celebrating his 10-year anniversary.
Hey, happy anniversary, Denzel. The way that he looked at that minibar full of booze in the movie Flight, where he
you could see it was real.
That's how I feel about a minibar full of snacks. Like, I'm like, I shouldn't do it. I know it's going to be expensive, but
Cool
it's...
Ranch and mini Toblerones.
They got jars of gummy bears just waiting right there.
Woo.
Don't do it, man. I say to myself, don't do it. But then it's just talking to me. It's like right there, all full of snacks, etc. We get into a brand new hour of the show after Offspring.
You're getting goosebumps again.
Goosebumps again. Thinking about those gummy bears, baby. You want to nominate a relative for America's Weirdest, or perhaps you want to have the greatest night of sleep of your life tonight? We'll give you all them details next, right here at KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
Hey, me, Fat, Omar, Mommy Milk, Jake the Nude. You guys are great. Keep doing what you're doing. Fancy boy!
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh yeah, welcome to your Prequend. Friday Eve is finally here. 1 week to go until Feastin' Day. Football game's not great this Thanksgiving, but that just means more time for you to eat with your weird relatives. And this hour, we will let you nominate your relatives, decide if you have the weirdest. Everyone says it every year. Oh, God. I gotta head home for Thanksgiving. Man, my relatives are weird. But everyone likes to claim it, but we're going to let you prove it. And we are searching for America's Weirdest Relative. Third annual search. Last year, it was a grandma who made raisin figurines of her relatives. We got a chance to meet that grandma. She was real deal and weird in person and a lot of fun. And she was the reigning weird relative for the entire year, but that's all about to change this hour. So think about your family tree. Get your DNA test back. And, you know, it's a lot of uncles being nominated. But listen, every once in a while, your brother, a brother, a second brother, a step. Someone that married into the family. There's so many different ways to be weird, and we'll give you the opportunity to win 4 on the floor for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas if you have the weirdest relative in all of America. That'll be coming up later this hour.
I just found out that a coworker of my stepfather's is joining us for Thanksgiving this year.
Excuse me, what now? Your stepfather? How many fathers are at your table?
Well, we have a table for them. They have their own table.
Oh, they have their own table.
Yeah,
all of
it's like
Allie's
kids'
dads.
table and an X table.
Allie has like 4 dads that we know of.
That I know of. I was talking to my mom last night. I was like, so who's all coming? And they said all the people, da-da-da-da. And then there's a lot of new boyfriends and girlfriends this year, so that'll be fun.
That's the worst.
And then there's this guy, a businessman from Japan.
Just going to be sitting there?
Who's just going to be
Great.
sitting
Love
there.
it.
And I actually can't wait.
Just one rando?
Yep, just a random guy. I guess they were
cool.
like at lunch or power lunch or something, and it was like, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? And he said nothing, and he was like, come on over to our place.
It's always a rough, when someone says nothing, it's always tough because you feel obligated to follow it up with like,
Yeah,
you know,
and he's like alone. You know, he's like, he lives in Japan.
Jesus.
He doesn't know anybody out here.
Man, can't wait till Allie has to talk business with the Japanese businessman. That'll be fun.
Be great.
So much in common. Well, that'll be, and of course, Allie's mom, the throat goatee, will be there as well.
She'll give him a proper housewarming.
Sure she will. Sure she will. It's KROQ, we're Klein Alley Show. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. Are you tired right now? How'd you sleep last night? Seems to be a question a lot of people get first thing in the morning. Or you're making small talk with coworkers. How you doing? I'm just tired. I don't know what happened last night. Just didn't get good sleep. No one's sleeping well? You look at any aisle at any drugstore, it's just full and full of sleep aids and melatonins and gummies and smells and scents and everything designed to help us sleep better. Weighted blankets, heavier blankets. And for some reason, we're buying more and more stuff to sleep better, and all of us are sleeping worse than ever before, which is why this week we welcome you to the Sleeper Bowl. These are 5 different techniques. We're learning a new one every day, all, supposedly vetted to instantly make you sleep better. We've tried a couple of different ones. Earlier this week, we started with the 10-3-2-1-0 method. That was a bust. Then 2 days ago, we did I don't even remember the method 2 days ago.
We did the one where you have to put your legs up.
The Navy SEAL sleep method, which involves putting your legs on the wall, letting the blood flow. Everything's a little different. Sometimes it's getting your head right. Sometimes getting your body right. Then last night, it was all about the listening to random monotonous podcasts as you go to sleep, because the background noise and the soothing voices of the podcast supposedly not only drown out all the other sounds you hear, but trigger a part of your brain that really hits you into like a deep sleep, like the kind you used to, whenever you'd fall asleep. Like the best sleeps I ever got was when I was at like a college lecture and they were up there droning on about something, and I would be like, man, I am going to sleep. So we all listened to different podcasts to try to fall asleep last night, and I have some
What'd you end up choosing? Because I think we all took different approaches with how to find the pointless podcast.
This is what Jake claims he listens to every night to try to fall asleep.
Pardon the interruption, but I'm Mike Wilbon. Tony's off today, so you know what that means.
Same Frank, different outfit.
So
that's the good stuff.
Jake claims that he will fall asleep and has for years to PTI, Pardon the Interruption, which is like one of the longest running shows on all TV on ESPN. It's usually Kornheiser Wilbon, but they're never usually there together, so it's always some mix. And they just break down, the biggest sports stories of the day, which is an interesting one for you to fall asleep to, because even though those are comforting voices, we've all had them in our lives for so many years, they do sometimes get heated and yell at each other.
Yeah, but I think I'm just so used to it now. It's part of the regimen,
Huh, yeah, I guess I would have, you're right, Klein, thought of more like a droning.
Right.
That's why I like Forensic Files, because the narrator is very methodical, droning, but it has the same intonation with most of what he's saying.
Yeah, these guys are like...
I'm like Beyonce and Taylor Swift, just changing wardrobe nonstop, every segment.
And there's also a lot of noises.
Yeah, it's like it's very stimulating.
But once again, Jake already gets that 3-hour nap during the day, so he doesn't really even need it. That's what he listens to.
Yeah, and I hope sometimes I can really fall asleep before the first commercial break. It's great.
Vanessa listens to this while she falls asleep. Vanessa, is this the podcast you always listen to when you're awake, or only for sleeping? Just for sleep?
This is for I just want noise.
Are you guys doing it again?
No.
You're not.
It's physically impossible. Hold on, Chris. Stop
what
it.
is with these
Stop
microphones?
Oh, I thought it was muted, but the wrong one.
Okay, there we go.
It's physically impossible right now?
What are you even listening to?
Exactly. That's why I like it. What are they even talking about? I don't have to pay attention to it, so my mind can go to bed.
It sounds like they're trying to set up a podcast, but don't know how microphones work.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, it's physically impossible right now.
Oh.
Brutally agonizing.
Everything hurts?
Yes.
Okay, me too.
I know.
Why are they still messing with the microphones? Why wouldn't they edit this out? That's the thing with podcasts.
Yeah, there's no edit.
They're not professional.
When we do that stuff, it's because we're doing a live show. We can't control it. We wish we could.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Allie, this is what I listen to, in case you're wondering. One of the most soothing voices out there, and this really did help me last night. I was up about an hour.
Last night was the most successful one.
Really? I listened to the sweet sounds of this man right here.
I think 5 years ago in 2009, President Clinton...
Dikembe Mutombo, telling stories.
During the Clinton Global Initiative about this wonderful man doing...
Soothing voice.
I think this is the best pick.
Around the world and saving lives and giving people hope and future with the hearing aids.
Hearing aids?
The way he talks is so... I mean, he's got such a great voice, but...
It's very soothing.
He gets slower and slower as he goes.
Who is this man? As I was sitting there in a conference and showed some of the film and all of that, in the end I said, I want to see this guy. My bitch was...
Great. I mean, you could have nightmares. I can understand why, but for me last night, listening to Dikembe Mutombo just drone on about something he did with the Clintons...
I think he was helping people.
Who knows?
Saying something important. But then also, does it cut in with ads or anything?
No.
Oh, that's good.
No sponsors on that one.
Mine also had no sponsors.
This is what Allie listens to.
This was a first for me last night. I don't listen to this on a regular basis. I just found the most random podcast I could possibly find, and it's some guy in Michigan, and his podcast is called Whistle Pig.
This is what Allie was listening to last night to fall asleep.
Gonna just kind of wing this one here. No real plan. No topics.
These guys are
How'd you even find that?
We're in the same industry, us and this guy.
But I do have a Sheboygan Brewing Blueberry Cream Ale, so I'm gonna get that pouring right meow. I guess I haven't been running out of people to interview because the world's full of people, so I'm not going to use that excuse, but been running low on...
Couldn't find anyone to interview for his podcast.
No one.
People, that I guess are free to interview. For example, not to throw my brothers under the bus, but this last Sunday...
he couldn't even get his brother to join him on his own podcast?
So great.
We were going to record, and once you get into rock hounding, that's... That's it.
All right, I can't listen
You
to
talked
that.
about counting rocks and how it's a deep rabbit hole to go down, Klein.
I'm all about it.
Oh, man. That is a dangerous hobby to get into. I'll tell you that much right now.
Counting rocks?
Yes.
I mean, crack rock is a dangerous hobby to get into. Counting rocks, less so.
I've described it like this. It doesn't matter the type of person you are or what your tastes are. There's a rock for you.
Okay.
I believe
Hey,
it.
there you have it. All right. Well, Allie, I don't know. I thought the Kembe Mutombo was going to win this one, but your podcast, Whistling Pigs or whatever it's called, that could be the winner. I mean, that thing put me into a sleep space right now.
And I was also kind of happy listening to it. He ended up going into detail about his spine and what kind of conditions he thinks he has and how he's really sad that he hasn't shot a deer in 5 years. There was a lot going on.
When we get back, we will give you the method that you should try tonight because we've tried 4 different methods to this point. They've all been medium successful. I think the 4-7-8 bait method could be the greatest pre-sleep method ever. We'll give it to you the second this break is done, and then we'll start accepting your nominees for America's Weirdest Relative. If you want to win 4 on the floor for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas, that all starts next.
It's beginning to look a lot like
the 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.
Hey, it's Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins. All day on KROQ. Win tickets to see us.
This is Jim from Jimmy Eat World.
Hi, it's Nick from 311.
Hey, it's Jacob Noel of Sublime.
KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas.
AWOL Nation, Beck, Franz Ferdinand, Baby, and Linda Lindas.
We'll tell you a song to listen for. Hear it, and Caller 20 wins tickets.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Presented by Gain.
Proceeds benefit Carlos Ninos and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center. Driven by Kia. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires.
KROQ.
It's the one thing we crave that we just can't seem to get enough of. Used to be all you needed was a sandwich and a couch. You'd get a good night's sleep. But now, because of the way of the world, no one's sleeping right. It's become a multi-billion-dollar industry to get us all to sleep right. That's why this week we turned a regular week into the Sleeper Bowl so that we could give you what we believe are the greatest methods, according to experts, that will help you have the best sleep of your life. Everyone is in a better mood and looks better and feels better when they're rested. And we love being here for you in the morning when you wake up, even if you're in a bad mood. But trust me when I say, if you're sleep deprived, you probably hate us. If you had a good night's sleep, you're probably like, hey, that Klein Alley show on KROQ, not half bad.
Yeah, and 208 and several others texted in and said that they use us and our podcast to fall asleep.
Thank you.
So whether you listen to us at night or in the morning, we don't care.
On the text line, quite a few people said listening to Matumbo talk almost fell asleep at the wheel. Dikembe Mutombo, that's who I listen to. And then we got a lot of people that have been leaving their methods they've been using to get good sleep on the GOAT line.
You guys are talking about the Sleeper Bowl. You guys are ignoring one of my best tried and true methods. You're talking about numbered methods. Why don't you guys do what I do? It's the 66 method. So you have 6 beers before bed and 6 tacos. And you're straight after that.
6 beers?
You sleep like a freaking champ, like a baby even.
6 beers and 6 tacos. This man has named his method the 66 method, and he claims it works like a charm. 6 beers, 6 tacos. You go to sleep.
Ahead of time, you had to start.
He didn't give us that. Maybe 6 minutes before. I don't know. He didn't give us
6 hours before.
He didn't tell us when. But I like people coming up with their own methods because all these ones, like the ones we're sharing with you from the quote experts, right? They all have these numbers. Like for instance, today we're going to share with you the 478 bait method. Now the bait part is fun, and we'll get to that at the end. We can all get behind the bait part of it.
Bait.
The 478 part is a new technique. Now, we've talked about all the things that the experts have said about, phones off and blah, 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 thermostat at the right temperature.
4 beers, 7 tacos.
This is 4 beers, 7 tacos, 8 minutes before bed. They say that here's how the 478 breathing method works. This is aimed to completely relax the body so that you are ready to fall into a deep, peaceful, long-lasting sleep that will last the 8 hours you're supposed to get that no one gets. Begin by placing the tip of your tongue against the skin behind the upper front teeth.
Okay.
Keeping it there throughout.
Uh-huh.
Breathe out fully through the mouth, making an exhalation sound. Like one of those.
Oh.
Close the mouth and breathe in quietly through the nose to the count of 4. Hold the breath for 7, then breathe out
I'm already
for
confused.
8. This is the problem with all these number ones.
I think you just get bored and fall asleep.
What do they think? We're all a bunch of mathematicians? We can figure this out?
I can't remember all this.
Once again, you breathe in 4 through the nose. You hold the breath for 7. You breathe out through the mouth for 8 with that loud sound. You do that. You repeat it 3 times.
Jesus.
And supposedly then your body is in a relaxed
summon a wizard?
state.
And then your spouse hits you in the face and says, shut the F up. I'm trying to sleep.
You're ruining this. Now, that's the 478 part of it. The bait part of it is self-pleasure. 478 bait. So once you've gotten yourself into a calm, relaxed state where you've now hopefully gotten rid of all your worries and thoughts of the world.
Grab your phone.
Grab your
Put
phone.
it on private.
Get the screen going. And they're saying that the self-pleasure before bed can do the following things. 5 benefits of doing this before bed, according to experts. 1, it can improve and help the overall sleep quality you're getting because it can promote feelings of relaxation. The stress-related hormone that can interfere with sleep goes away. You can help change your patterns of doom scrolling if you're the type of person that usually scrolls through bad news or Instagram or politics or anything else.
No, that's happy scrolling.
This is the opposite. It's a boom scrolling. Then masturbation before sleep can calm your mind. Having trouble turning off your brain, taking the time to self-pleasure, especially if you intentionally make it more of a meditative and mindful experience, can help you calm the brain.
Well, also, it can make your dreams kind of fun.
Yeah, if you don't.
Because that's what you're thinking about right before you go to sleep.
Right, especially if you don't let yourself finish. Then you could set yourself up for a great
Just
dream.
edge all night long.
Edge yourself right to a pleasant night of not sleeping. It can help you with any body image stuff you're dealing with, supposedly, although I don't really know how, because everyone I would look at in the videos are like, is in way better shape than I'm in. And it also could help you sleep better because it may be perceived as you can associate, there's a placebo effect. You associate getting extra tired, which I thought was something that happened more for men than for women. Like,
I think it happens for women,
I thought
too.
women usually get more energy afterwards, less tired. I thought guys are the ones that are like, all right, that's enough. I need a cigarette
It
and a nap.
depends. Like, right afterwards, I'm tired. But then if I wait long enough, it will give me more of a surge of energy after I get up. But I can understand why it would make you fall asleep, because right afterwards you do kind of want to. You have that like cigarettes after sex feeling.
So tonight we will do the 4-7-8 bait method, and we will report tomorrow. You got it,
Even
Vanessa?
if our partner wants to do
You got it?
Got it. Breathing, masturbation.
Thank you. And I'm going to combine that with today's method.
Let's go do the mission in Congo.
That's right.
But back then,
yes,
it was hard to sell the mission.
Just finished. All right. It's time for you to call us now at 800-520-1067. Now that we've given you the secret to a good night's sleep, want to hear about your weirdest relative? Open nominees now, up for grabs. 4 on the floor for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. America's Weirdest Relative search is on. We'll do it next on KROQ. Allie has been accused of hamming it up on the video feed. If you don't believe us, you can check it out for yourself.
I need evidence. I don't believe
Oh,
We need to do a
there's-
supercut.
There we please. Tim, get on that ASAP. Plenty of
You guys.
Vanessa, correct me if I'm wrong. That's. Because we're not going to be doing
My kid, right? Vanessa.
Moy. That's about it.
You haven't met this
I looked.
What?
Oh, yeah. Great Chris Martin, Coldplay, KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Well, 1 week from today, you will be dreading or excited about sitting around with your relatives, feasting on turkey and sweet potatoes. And every once in a while, someone steps up with some mac and cheese, and it's always appreciated.
I've never had mac and cheese at my
A
Thanksgiving
lot of people
table.
don't because it's not
always been
traditional.
sad.
But I will say, for anyone who shows up, you better believe when a side gets passed around and emptied out quick, it's that mac and cheese. Always step up with the mac and cheese. We're searching right now for America's Weirdest Relative because everyone claims that they have the weirdest, strangest family, and everyone's like, "Oh, your uncle's weird. Wait to hear what my uncle did." We are looking for the weirdest. It's the third year in a row we've done this, and every year we are usually the weirdness is outmatched. Year after year, we're like, wow, I didn't think they could get any weirder. And already today, we did one round of nominees yesterday. Every nominee was could have been a winner as far as I was concerned.
We had the guy whose uncle pees in a bucket.
Yep,
we had
Hector.
Nellie, her brother picks his nose in his car and flicks it on other people, but the fact that he picks it with his sawed off finger.
Oh, he's a missing or a shot off pinky.
Yeah, he shot off his pinky, and then it created like a little hook that makes it perfect for picking his nose.
Yeah.
And then there's the cousin that paints with blood. There's the aunt that bites everybody's cheeks really hard and holds it there when she sees them. And then the uncle who records himself fighting with a doll and then shows everybody the fights and then dresses the doll up.
Yeah, he fights with self-defense dolls and shows up on the video.
And he took him off the stick.
Took him off the stick. The video of us talking to that woman yesterday. So we got a new crop of people on the phone right now that would like to nominate their relatives. Eventually, once we get to the finals, we'll have to actually meet the relatives to prove they exist. Let's start with Cindy on KROQ this morning. Cindy, who are you nominating for America's Weirdest Relative 2024?
Hi, I am nominating my cousin.
Great.
Who sniffs you when you go to give him a hug. He takes a deep inhale and sniffs you when you hug him.
Every time you hug your cousin, he takes a sniff of you.
Yes, like he extends the hug so that he can take a deep whiff of you.
And is that just you, or is that all people he hugs? Like, is that a conversation that happens where you're like, oh no, cousin's about to...
It's with only the females.
Wow, how ironic. And does he do it kind of in the crook of your neck? Like, where is he sniffing? Is he sniffing your hair?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like right by your ear.
Yeah.
Like in the,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And have you tried to avoid hugging him, or is he one of these guys that's a persistent hugger?
No, he like zooms in on you. Like you can try to just be like, hey, and then he comes at you and kind of forces it.
Oh, that's not fun.
And the sniff is like, a real lingering long sniff, like a real...
Like a...
Yes, just like that. Like...
They're like
And does he ever comment on the sniff? Like, does he ever
or
say,
what he's smelling?
Right. Does he ever say, like, ooh, you've changed your shampoo?
Oh.
He'll just say like, oh, you smell good.
Okay.
Ugh.
All right. That is cousin.
Not if I get invited. Invite me.
Yeah, trust me.
Me too.
Allie will break him of that habit real quick.
Yeah, he'll stop.
All right. That's what's his name? Cousin who? We call him cousin what?
We're going to call him Cousin Ernie.
Cousin Ernie. That sounds like a Cousin Ernie move right there. Even I think she tried to come up with a fake name and just decided, whatever.
His name's Ernie.
Let's say hi to Kara on KROQ. Everyone can nominate a relative that you believe is the weirdest. Trust me when I say you have one in your family. And if you don't know who the weird relative is in your family, I hate to break it to you. It's you.
We learned that yesterday with Jake.
We sure did. Jake learned it yesterday with Jake.
Yep.
Hey, what's up, Kara?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good. Who are you nominating?
I'm going to nominate my Uncle Harold, and luckily it's a really nice uncle. He's just odd.
What does he do?
His house is yellow. All of the things in his yard is yellow. He collects everything yellow, and he's very spiritual, good energy, karma, spirit is yellow. And he has an enemy in town, and this is in Hanover, Massachusetts. And his enemy is the Red Man. And the Red Man is very big. His face is red. He always dresses in red.
What?
And he's always angry.
So wait a minute. Your uncle has started some sort of a weird color war where he's the yellow man, and yellow means, good vibes, and there's a guy that's red, and the two of them have become town enemies?
Yes.
And does he tell you
Everybody in
stories?
Hanover, Massachusetts knows
about this battle.
Yep.
Yeah.
He just doesn't really interact. It's just he doesn't even want to talk about it because he's so positive.
Mm-hmm. Does he wear yellow? Does he constantly dress in yellow?
Yeah.
I always think it's interesting when people lock into a color, like, this is my color.
Especially locking into a color that's not
I've
black
never
if
seen
you're
him
wearing
dress in
it.
a different color.
You've only ever seen him in yellow your whole life?
Yes.
Okay.
Including pants?
Pretty good.
Or is he wearing blue jeans?
Yep. I've never seen a piece of clothing on him that wasn't yellow.
He looks like Dayman from Always Sunny.
What? How do you even find that many yellow pants?
Fighter of the Red
Such
Man.
a hard color to commit to.
Really is.
I mean, it's a color of urine.
All right, that's
blends in.
That's a good.
I guess that's true.
That's why he went with it. Maybe they weren't yellow pants. Maybe that wasn't his color
It was
originally.
all white.
Let's say hi to Ryan. Ryan, why do you believe you have the weirdest relative in America? The search continues. We will take open nominees today and tomorrow, and then next week it's the finals and the big exciting pageant to determine who is the weirdest. What's up, Ryan?
Hey, I want to nominate my uncle Eric, and what he's been living in his van for like 15 years, and he sells karaoke machines to get by. And to sell those karaoke machines, he's singing full rock ballads to the top of his lungs with that machine.
So hold on, he lives in a van, and from that very van, he sells karaoke machines. That's his business.
Yes.
But to demonstrate the karaoke machines and how they work, he has to constantly be singing karaoke outside his van.
He sang Audio Slave Like a Stone 3 times in a row one time.
Oh, man. That's such a long song. That's like 25 minutes of Audio Slave. All right, that's interesting.
And wait, where is the van? Does it move locations, or has he set up shop in one place and he's always there?
He's usually in front of this donut shop in Koreatown, but then he moves to wherever he gets work.
All right, I like it. Hey, listen, so far, I love every relative that's been brought to us this year. I'm such a fan of for so many reasons.
Great.
I mean, that is such a great. When everyone tries to claim my relatives are the weirdest, and this guy claims my uncle lives in a van outside of a donut shop and sells karaoke machines to get by. I mean, that's...
And it's interesting to me that that's where he chooses. That's where he gets the most business, is outside of a donut shop in Koreatown.
Mike in the 818, you're on KROQ this morning as we are searching for America's weirdest relative. Who do you bring us?
Hey, guys. So my uncle, when he meets people, he likes to growl at them. And then on top of that, he likes to take dumps in plastic bags and keep them.
What? And keep them?
Whoa, keep them where? Keep them...
Like to make compost?
He keeps them like in a container, so when he has to go again, he just opens up the bag and goes again.
What?
Before we get to that second part of it.
No way, that's me, says Jake.
Yeah, that's my
you
move.
use a bucket for that.
Hold on. Before we get to the second part of it, which is disturbing, let me get back to the growling part. Is that a territorial thing? Is that like, give me an example. Hi, pretend you're him. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Klein.
So, so he'd be like, and then he'll be like, I'm so-and-so, and you're like, what the hell was that for?
So he just makes that growl noise. That's his first noise always.
But even it's like with us. Be like, hey, uncle, and he'll growl, and then he'll be like, hey, how are you? And you're like,
sounds like a tick.
Yeah, maybe. We have no idea. He's done it, though, ever since I was little.
Wow.
And,
all right, hold on. That's interesting as well. That's another uncle nominee.
No more questions about the pooping in a can stuff.
Alexis, quickly, we got to wrap this up today. If you can't get through today, and I know there's a lot of people on the phone that want to share with us, don't worry. You'll have one more chance tomorrow to get in nominees for America's Weirdest Relative. Once again, the grand prize, 4 on the floor, KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. What's up, Alexis?
Hi. Sweet Pivots.
Sweet Pivots. Who do you bring to us for the search for America's Weirdest Relative?
I'm bringing my fiance's uncle.
Oh.
Oh, so he's not in your family yet, but will be soon.
Yeah. So he asked me how tight is my fiance.
No.
That's Wait a minute. That's her real uncle, and he said to you, how tight is she?
How tight is she? Not only that, but he's always making comments about the whole family. Only the girls, right?
About how tight the rest of the family is, or just...
All tight related questions.
Like different comments, like, when he talks to his friends, like, my niece that has a big ass, or my niece that has the big titties. It's
can't
weird,
say that word.
you know?
All right. Well, your uncle sounds like a lot of fun. All right, listen.
I think biggest predator uncle will be another competition on another show.
Yeah, I mean, there's no shortage of weird uncles and creepy uncles out there. I think to win this competition, you're going to have to lean more in the category of weird. Nicole,
selling karaoke machines outside of a donut shop.
Yeah, that's more our lane, is the karaoke outside donut shop guy and the growler than the guy who's commenting on the ass of everyone in the family. Nicole, go ahead quickly. We'll give you the final word. Nicole.
Hello?
Hi,
Yep.
That's you. What's up? Who you nominating?
Hi. Sorry, I'm nominating my husband's uncle.
What does he do?
He does a lot of weird things, but recently, last Thanksgiving was my most favorite one. He went to Thanksgiving dinner, and he decided he was going to take a bath during dinner, and he took his plate of food with him in the bathroom.
No.
And it was the front bathroom.
Where everyone would go.
Yes, the front bathroom where everyone would go. We had to knock on the door, and he was, in the bath eating his dinner. That's just one of the many weird things.
Yeah, okay. I got a lot of more
I feel
follow-up
like you have a lot of
questions.
admiration for this man.
He's in the middle of the meal. He said, I'm going to get up and take a bath. And he brought his food with him and sat in the bathtub.
He did, yes.
Okay.
And not even to like a back bathroom.
All right. Look, I love it. Great nominees today, guys.
Very
really
good.
impressed. Tomorrow, final round of nominees. And then we'll have to pick some finalists. And next week, we award the grand prize. 4 on the Floor, KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Quick break. Back with your news next. And for everyone who couldn't get through, hang tight so we can try to make sure you're on tomorrow's show to nominate your weirdest relatives. And thank you. God, weirdness is great, huh? Oh, beautiful. I got to go buy a karaoke machine for my guy in the van. Hold on.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
He goes to a pawn shop near where he lives in Highland Park, and this is where we met Mama, and then we met
Mama.
and then we met Nonya, which we think could
Nonya.
be, and then we also met Krala.
Koala.
I didn't remember it being so desperate.
Koala.
Yeah, that was like, I've had enough of Jake.
Yeah,
I need somebody to rescue me.
That's her god.
This is every time he shows up with a box of his stuff, which he thinks are valuable. She wants no part of it, and she just tries to pass it.
I remember what's up with this guy?
Oh, yeah.
What's up with this guy? The guy is very weird.
The guy's very weird.
It's my favorite.
Look at this.
I didn't remember that one.
She really hates, she hates Jake. We are Klein Alley Show. Frequent is here. 1 week till Gravy Day. Let's get to your news right now, then a brand new hour of the show.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for 880 News. Ooh, bubble wrap.
2 words, bomb cyclone. Huge weather event happening across the Pacific Northwest. Feet of rain and snow, horrible winds. Eventually it will travel down to Southern California, but by then it'll just be a regular rainy day for us. The bomb cyclone and the atmospheric river have been, of course, covered back-to-back by all kinds of news organizations, and there have been bad damage. There has been some bad damage. There was a couple people that died. 500,000 people have been without power.
My sister hasn't had power for 2 days now.
Oh, yeah. Well, she's in Seattle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where it's hitting pretty badly. But, of course, there was one person who a tree fell on their house. House is unlivable now. Terrible situation. And, of course, the media is all over it, and they want to talk to this homeowner immediately. And it was kind of a new method that they used this time to get the coverage.
Coverage now as we continue to track the hardest hit areas from that bomb cyclone.
Let's get out to Tacoma's Theron Zahn, who's live in Issaquah. That's one of the spots where we're seeing a ton of damage, Theron.
Yeah, and we're going to do something technically here that we've never done before. Carrie, what was your night like?
It was very loud, very dark, a little scary. All I heard is the trees cracking and going down.
Well, we put our Como drone up, and let's take a look at the drone right now. Let's take a look at that drone live feed. What are you thinking looking at that video?
Just if you're following, the cameraman has given up and not shown up to this. So
Right.
it's just this news reporter with
His drone.
with a phone,
And a
filming
drone.
himself and a drone. And then he puts the drone up in the air and shows this woman her own house that has been destroyed by a tree.
Mm-hmm.
And then says, "What do you think of this?"
It's good reporting.
Scary. We're very, very lucky, and we're just thankful that everybody's okay.
So this morning there's some power lines down. You don't expect your power on anytime soon.
No.
Right. He's just
So
bearer of good
everything
news.
is terrible,
He's
right?
really trying to get her to cry. He's doing all the things to try to get her to cry.
Absolutely.
She ain't doing it.
All right, now here's one word for you, glicked. This Thanksgiving, will you partake in glicked? Meaning you will see both Wicked and Gladiator 2 as an unofficial double
stop
feature.
with this. Seriously?
Yeah, after Barbenheimer was a huge success, they're hoping that the same thing will happen for these two very hyped and very different movies. And you would think that the audiences for both films are very different, but it is Thanksgiving, and you can't underestimate the desire for everyone to just sit in a dark room and not talk about politics for a couple of hours. Just FYI, Wicked is 2 hours and 45 minutes long, and people will be singing during it. And AMC has already put out a statement warning fans not to sing during the movie because people will not be able to tolerate that for
Oh, that was in the previews last
2
night.
hours and 45 minutes.
How long is Gladiator? I mean, if you're
Two
going
and a half.
So you'd be at the 5 hours plus if you're going to do some glicked.
Yeah. If you're going to lick it up.
Are they trying to release the movies in theaters in a way where that's doable, where like one starts 10 minutes after one ends? Because that's what they were doing with the
I believe so, because these theaters want to do anything they can to
Get
get
people
people
in
in
there.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And that's probably why AMC's putting out the statement, because they're like, I don't want to drive people away.
Look, the reality is the football games are so bad this year that are going to be played during Thanksgiving Day.
They need
that-
other
that
entertainment.
The concept of people going to do some movies during the day while turkeys are cooking, I mean, it makes perfect sense. And usually I think it's a big weekend for box offices, I would imagine. So, sure, they'll do great. I have Gladiator 2, I love Gladiator 1 so much. I mean, what a good movie. I mean, it was right up there with Braveheart for me as like just one of those epic movies. I am nervous to go watch Gladiator 2 because I don't want to hate it so much.
That's so funny, because I feel the same about Wicked.
See, and I don't care about that
And I'm
at
like,
all.
I want to see it, but I'm scared I'm going to hate it because I've loved the original so much.
I'd almost rather not know.
You would rather not see it at all?
Maybe. I haven't decided yet.
I'm just sad that Denzel Washington said he kissed a guy in that movie and that the scene was deleted.
Oh, that was in Wicked.
Klein Alley Show.
Allie, don't feel bad about your herpes. I got it too.
Yes, God. Yes, God.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Just after 8 o'clock here on the World Famous KROQ, it is the Frequent. Welcome to your Thursday. 1 week to go till Turkey Day. We'll make it worth your while this hour. Lots of things going on here at KROQ, including the battle, probably the biggest battle, I would imagine, that separates humanity right now, and that is Gen Z versus millennials. They can never get along about anything. They always think that their generation is better and the other generation is screwing everything up.
I think each generation also feels like we've been through it.
Yeah.
You know, like millennials are like, we were before tech and now we're after tech. And, you know, with 9/11, all these horrible things happening. And then Gen Z is like, yeah, but look, we were born into the world of social media. You know, I feel like there's a lot of, but I've been through this, but I've been through that conversations.
We're going to try to prove once and for all which generation reigns supreme, Gen Z or millennials, later on this hour. If you represent either a millennial or a Gen Zer, you'll have an opportunity to battle it out, not only for your own pride and a prize of KROQ, but also bragging rights for your entire generation. A lot of pressure on that. So we'll get to that coming up a little bit later with the return of Generation Wars. Also, Black Friday Spotlight. We all have items we desperately want, but we also have things we know we shouldn't buy, and we will profile some other things. Yesterday we were talking about meat slicers and some of the other dumb things. Espresso machines and all the other stuff that is marked way down. I mean, these are trample prices. These are prices where you're like, these are so good, I will crush another human skull to get this.
We don't trample like we used to.
We don't. We've gotten soft on the trampling because of all the smash and grabs, I believe. But anyway,
There's
we'll
so
get
much broken glass for us to
into
trample
that
on.
coming up a little bit later, and the conversation that needs to be had of all of the Thanksgiving sides that you will probably see 1 week from today. Which one is the weakest? If we are going to eliminate one, which one do you vote off the table? Some people are making that decision for, financial reasons, not enough space on the table reasons. They got to look at it and they go, guys, this year we're doing 4. That's it. So you got to vote one off. Which one goes? We'll get into all that coming up this hour on the show. If you'd like to join us or interact, we love the interaction. The numbers are 800-520-1067 to call or to text. And we're also streaming live as we speak on KROQ's YouTube. If you haven't been over to check that out yet, it's happening right now. And you can see how Allie and I tickle each other during this song on KROQ. You have your eye on something, you desperately want it, you know the price is about to get slashed for Black Friday. Will you buy it? Will you have the willpower to say no, or perhaps pass it along to a relative that needs to get you a gift, or are you going to say, you know what, I'm going to get that myself? If you remember last year, Allie was out there Black Friday shopping. No one loves going out to the stores more than Allie. Sometimes night of Thanksgiving. Sometimes first person in the store next day because she is the great El Cheapo and she loves a bargain. And you were spotted by some listeners last year, if you remember this.
Hey guys, Sweet Dibbits. So we were Black Friday shopping and we just so happened to see Allie out of our peripheral. And we were walking, we were like, let's go and say hi. She was gone. So we figured, okay, let's check the men's flannel section. She's got to be there, right?
They lost you, so they said she's got to be in men's flannel, which is a great detective work on their part.
It fits better.
Yeah, and so they went over.
Didn't see her. Okay, she's in clearance.
They know you. I mean, they know where you would go.
Oh, that wall that's just a mess on the back.
A wall where everything's like half broken, held together by stickers, but it's clearance.
Sift through it,
You all
baby.
gave up on folding it again?
Right. It's like buttons, just random buttons and sleeves aren't even connected to anything. That's got to be where Allie is, right?
I can sew
Check out the clearance section. We're looking around. No Allie in sight. We head over to plus size.
Okay.
Jesus.
Now you're just being offensive.
Still no Allie in sight. We've checked all our bases, so missed meet and greet to say hello, but
Yeah, well, she's really bummed
we
out.
hope you guys had a happy Thanksgiving. And
All right, well, anyway, she was looking for you, lad. Maybe this year you'll have a better chance of spotting Allie if you just check the clearance, men's flannel, and plus-size sections.
The
Just
thing
maybe.
is that, remember, that was when I was in Colorado. So I was Black Friday shopping all those places. I was just out of state.
That's right. Allie's a Colorado Walmart 8. Never forget
I
it.
will be again, baby.
So what do we got today? Yesterday we learned about some items that each of us are looking but also hoping to not actually buy, even though we desperately want them. And I know Vanessa's got something she's really excited about, too. She's been talking about this thing all year.
Oh, my God.
I really, I know that I shouldn't get this, but I really want an ice machine for my house and for here, for the workplace.
Because you want those little nugget ice cubes.
Yes,
like the kind,
I want good ice for my drinks.
Yeah, the ice they have at Coffee Bean is those
little balls.
those little like nugget ices that you can chew on. They're not hard ice. Everyone loves it. So like these ice nugget machines. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Like
It's such a ridiculous thing to spend money on,
it
though,
is
because
stupid.
it's just frozen water.
Right, we have that. Like we all have ice at our disposal.
Nice frozen water.
I know,
Nice.
but it does really raise the.
Nice frozen water. That's ice.
That's right. You said it. She wants a nice. She wants a nice frozen water machine. Let her get it. Vanessa, how much is that, by the way?
Well, there's so many. There's like all different types of ice machines. But there's this one. Can you believe it used to be $649?
Jesus Christ!
But it's the really nice ice, and now it's $500.
Oh my God!
Still so
but
much.
If I'm realistic, they do have one for $84.
That's still so much money for an ice machine.
By the way, I walked into Costco this week, and they had right when you walked in. I was at the Van Nuys one, but literally as you walk in on the wall to the left, they had these. I think they were exactly what you're looking for, and they were marked down. I want to say, you know what, Vanessa? Hold on, let me just think. Let me do some math here. Allie, you want to go halfsies and get it for her for the holidays?
I think so.
Stop it! Do not tease me.
Allie and I are going to get you the ice machine. I don't remember what the price was, Allie. Now that I'm
Then
thinking
I'm
about
out.
Oh my God!
it could.
If it's the $500 one,
I don't think it's that one.
Okay.
It's the Frigidaire. Look it up. All right, hey, Vanessa, we're going to take care of that for you.
It's so funny because I place no importance on ice. I don't care even. I'm not one of those people that's like, extra ice, please, or
Yeah.
oh, this ice sucks. I don't care about ice.
You're also a person that doesn't value your own time. You're a person that doesn't value your own comfort. You don't value a lot of things you should. And Vanessa's point, which is not a bad point at all, is a drink can be, even though it's just ice, can be elevated a couple of levels. If you
Just
get
by
just
the
on the
ice
right
quality?
ice. Absolutely.
Oh my God! Imagine all the iced coffees we could drink in the morning. Oof!
Wait,
that just made my morning so much better
Hey,
if
if
I
we-
just have it in iced coffee.
If we get you that ice machine, are you going to leave that here in the office, or are you going to put it in your place in Long Beach?
I don't know. That's tough.
Are these things bulky? Are
yeah,
they large?
yeah, they're kind of big.
Like,
Yeah.
where do you
I
even?
feel like I want it here at work because
All right,
obviously I drink
great.
coffee.
Then we can all benefit from it. So it's really one of those gifts. It's really a gift for us. All right.
And then if I ever get fired, I'm gonna take it.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for telling
You
us
should have
that.
kept that to yourself, but that's all right. Sometimes thoughts can just be
I'm
thoughts.
taking my nice frozen water machine with me. Thank you very much.
What are you trying to resist?
I don't want to go into it because you guys are going to make fun of me, so I'm not even going to talk about
Why? That's what we're doing here. Yesterday was meat slicer. What now?
it. You first. I've got a few things, and I don't want to give the one away that I'm really looking at until maybe tomorrow because I actually may go get it today. I don't want to be talked out of it.
All right. Well, mine is actually the Nintendo Switch bundle because I don't need another video game console or anything like that. But on sale right now, they have a Nintendo Switch Mario Kart 8 Deluxe bundle. And then you can also get a bunch of money off the new Legends of Zelda, which I've always wanted. Like, I really want to play that. But I'm like, I'm not... Who am I? I have a child. Well, I don't need to be sitting on my couch playing Nintendo Switch. Like, I really don't. I have a PlayStation. I never play it anymore because I don't have that kind of time. I really probably will not get much use out of it. And even if I do, I don't want to be the neglective parent that's sitting on their couch playing Mario Kart while my kid is like, got his finger in an electric socket.
But Allie, how good is the deal?
It's good.
Like how good?
Well, I think it's like $80 to $100 off, and I like the bundle aspect. And it comes with like 3 months of the Switch account or whatever, so you can get like deluxe things and access. But I feel like I like the ones that are like, all right, we're going to give you the gaming console, but we're already going to pre-put in a bunch of games so that you don't have to buy everything and build up a library. It's already there for you.
Jake, what are you trying to not buy that you really want for Black Friday?
Besides the espresso machine?
Yeah, you got something else, or that's the only thing you want?
There's a rice maker. I'm thinking about trying
rice
to get.
Rice maker?
Yeah, but I know I shouldn't buy it because I'll barely use it because it takes a lot of time to make rice.
It does not take that long to make rice.
Yeah, it takes like an hour.
So one of the easiest things you could possibly do.
It's not. I didn't say it's easy or not easy. It is easy. It just takes a long time.
Yeah, you put the rice in, you take your nap, you wake up, and it's ready.
No. I want it before the nap.
So you know how everyone's...
You can't microwave rice. It sucks.
You know how everyone's into air frying these days?
Yeah.
You know what they've forgotten about? Deep frying.
You want a deep fryer?
Yeah, there's a couple of restaurant quality, like side by side.
You just want to turn your house into a restaurant.
Listen to me, Allie. Air fry, everyone thinks is fine because it's easy, but when you get like anything is good deep fried.
No, but then you had to buy oil too.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
So much oil.
So much oil. You're right. Peanut oil.
And then what do you even do with that oil?
You let it sit forever. Some of the
it never goes bad.
It never goes
Ew.
bad. I'm telling you, though, any restaurant that's been around for a while, you won't know what their secret is.
They have a jar of oil on the side.
That's why their wings are the best.
Like
that's why they're fried. They go. You talk to them. You go, why are these so good? They go, we never changed the oil.
Look at that jar of fat.
50 years. That's oil.
That's the secret.
That's the secret. So I'm just saying, I'm ready to move.
How much is it?
Well, usually this one I was looking at.
These also sound very bulky.
Yeah, very big. And these ones were usually like in the $300 to $500 range, but I'm looking at some Black Friday deals where they're like this one is over half off, $88 for a Vivor commercial double-sided air fryer.
See,
deep fryer.
What is the theme that you're...
Commercial electric deep fryer. Look at that thing. Look at the size of that. That's Home Depot.
I cannot figure out the size. Like, what is the actual size of that? Is it like fit? Is it like the size of a kitchen sink?
Bigger, I think.
Oh my!
Yeah, bigger. I'd have to move.
Dude, my ex bought a fryer and that oil, and she made one thing and never used it
yeah,
again.
Well,
yeah, that's the other thing.
Not me, pal.
I'm going to be deep frying my ham hocks, and then I'm going to slice them up.
Everything will get deep fried. I'm just saying, some of these deals, you shouldn't, but like you go, well, how can I not?
You cannot, easily. You cannot.
I will. I will.
It's beginning to look a lot like the 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.
Hey, it's Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins. All day on KROQ. Win tickets to see us.
This is Jim from Jimmy Eat World.
Hi, it's Nick from 311.
Hey, it's Jacob Noel of Sublime. KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas.
AWOL Nation, Beck, Franz Ferdinand, Baby, Belinda Lindas.
We'll tell you a song to listen for. Hear it, and Caller 20 wins tickets to the 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Sleep last night. Seems to be a question a lot of people get first thing in the morning. Or you're making small talk with coworkers. How you doing? I'm just tired. I don't know what happened last night. Just didn't get good sleep. No one's sleeping well. You look at any aisle at any drugstore, it's just full of sleep aids and melatonins and gummies and smells and scents and everything designed to help us sleep better. Weighted blankets, heavier blankets. And for some reason, we're buying more and more stuff to sleep better, and all of us are sleeping worse than ever before, which is why this week we welcome you to the Sleeper Bowl. These are 5 different techniques. We're learning a new one every day, all, supposedly vetted to instantly make you sleep better. We've tried a couple of different ones. Earlier this week, we started with the 10-3-2-1-0 method. That was a bust. Then 2 days ago, we did I don't even remember the method 2 days ago.
We did the one where you have to put your legs up.
The Navy SEAL sleep method, which involves putting your legs on the wall, letting the blood flow. Everything's a little different. Sometimes it's getting your head right. Sometimes getting your body right. Then last night, it was all about the listening to random, monotonous podcasts as you go to sleep, because the background noise and the soothing voices of the podcast supposedly not only drown out all the other sounds you hear, but trigger a part of your brain that really hits you into like a deep sleep, like the kind you used to, whenever you'd fall asleep. Like the best sleeps I ever got was when I was at like a college lecture. And they were up there droning on about something. And I would be like, man, I am going to sleep. So we all listened to different podcasts to try to fall asleep last night. And I have some audio.
What'd you end up choosing? Because I think we all took different approaches with how to find the pointless podcast.
This is what Jake claims he listens to every night to try to fall asleep.
Pardon the interruption, but I'm Mike Wilbon. Tony's off today. So you know what that means.
Same Frank. Different outfit.
So
that's the good stuff.
Jake claims that he will fall asleep and has for years to PTI, Pardon the Interruption, which is like one of the longest running shows in all of TV on ESPN. It's usually Kornheiser Wilbon, but they're never usually there together, so it's always some mix. And they just break down, the biggest sports stories of the day, which is an interesting one for you to fall asleep to, because even though those are comforting voices, we've all had them in our lives for so many years, they do sometimes get heated and yell at each other.
Yeah, but I think I'm just so used to it now. It's part of the regimen,
Huh, yeah, I guess I would have, you're right, Klein, thought of more like a droning.
Right.
That's why I like Forensic Files, because the narrator is very like methodical, droning, but it has the same intonation with most of what he's saying.
Yeah, these guys are like...
I'm like Beyonce and Taylor Swift, just changing wardrobe nonstop. Every segment.
And there's also like a lot of noises.
Yes, it's like it's very stimulating.
But once again, Jake already gets that 3-hour nap during the day, so he doesn't really even need it. That's what he listens to.
Yeah, and I hope sometimes I can really fall asleep before the first commercial break. It's great.
Vanessa listens to this while she falls asleep. Vanessa, is this the podcast you always listen to when you're awake, or only for sleeping? Just for sleep?
This is for I just want noise.
Are you guys doing it again?
No.
You're not.
It's physically impossible. Hold on, Chris.
Wait,
Stop
what
it.
is with these
Stop
microphones?
Oh, I thought it was muted, but the wrong one.
Okay, there we go.
It's physically impossible right now?
What are you even listening to?
Exactly. That's why I like it. What are they even talking about? I don't have to pay attention to it, so my mind can go to bed.
It sounds like they're trying to set up a podcast, but don't know how
That's
microphones
exactly
work.
what they're doing.
Yeah, it's physically impossible right now.
Oh.
Brutally agonizing.
Everything hurts?
Yes.
Okay, me too.
I know.
Why are they still messing with the microphones? Why wouldn't they edit this out? That's the thing with podcasts.
Yeah, there's no edit.
They're not professional.
When we do that stuff, it's because we're doing a live show. We can't control it. We wish we could.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Allie, this is what I listen to, in case you're wondering. They're one of the most soothing voices out there, and this really did help me last night. I was up about an hour.
Last night was the most successful one.
Really? I listened to the sweet sounds of this man right here.
I think like 5 years ago in 2009, President Clinton...
Dikembe Mutombo, telling stories.
During the Clinton Global Initiative about this wonderful man doing...
Soothing
Dude,
voice.
I think this is the best pick.
Around the world and saving lives and giving people hope and future with the hearing aids.
The way
hearing aids?
The way he talks is so... I mean, he's got such a great voice,
It's
but...
very soothing.
He gets slower and slower as he goes.
Who is this man? As I was sitting there in a conference and showed some of the film and all of that, in the end I said, I want to see this guy. My pitch was...
Great. I mean, you could have nightmares. I can understand why, but for me last night, listening to Dikembe Mutombo just drone on about something he did with the Clintons...
I think he was helping people.
Who knows?
Saying something important. But then also, does it cut in with ads or anything?
No.
Oh, that's good.
No sponsors on that one.
Mine also had no sponsors.
This is what Allie listens to.
This was a first for me last night. I don't listen to this on a regular basis. I just found the most random podcast I could possibly find, and it's some guy in Michigan, and his podcast is called Whistle Pig.
This is what Allie was listening to last night to fall asleep.
Gonna just kind of wing this one here. No real plan. No topics.
These guys are.
How'd you even find that?
We're in the same industry, us and this guy.
But I do have a Sheboygan Brewing Blueberry Cream Ale, so I'm gonna get that pouring right meow. I guess I haven't been running out of people to interview because the world's full of people, so I'm not going to use that excuse. But been running low on
couldn't find anyone to interview for his podcast.
No one.
People, that I guess are free to interview. For example, not to throw my brothers under the bus, but this last Sunday,
he couldn't even get his brother to join him on his own podcast.
So great.
We were going to record, And once you get into rock hounding, that's it.
All right, I can't listen
He
to
talked
that.
about counting rocks and how it's a deep rabbit hole to go down, Klein.
Dangerous.
I'm all about it.
Oh, man. That is a dangerous hobby to get into. I'll tell you that much right now.
Counting rocks?
Yes.
I mean, crack rock is a dangerous hobby to get into. Counting rocks, less so.
I've described it like this. It doesn't matter the type of person you are or what your tastes are. There's a rock for you.
Okay.
I believe
Hey,
it.
there you have it. All right. Well, Allie, I don't know. I thought the Kembe Mutombo was going to win this one, but your podcast, Whistling Pigs or whatever it's called, that could be the winner. I mean, that
Yeah.
thing put me into a sleep space right now.
And I was also kind of happy listening to it. He ended up going into detail about his spine and what kind of conditions he thinks he has and how he's really sad that he hasn't shot a deer in 5 years. There was a lot going on.
Today we're K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. If you need us, 800-520-1067. Live on K-Rock right now, 106.7, as well as streaming on YouTube on the K-Rock YouTube page. You can see what we look like. A lot of people either warning me to stay away from the deep fryer or saying it's a good idea. Chris, quickly, and then we'll go to, on the text line, a couple that says, my husband and I got so fat after buying a deep fryer. The food was great, though. So that's from 714.
Is the key word. They've obviously gotten rid of it.
Chris, quickly, and then we have to move on. We've got bigger things to get to, believe it or not, this hour. What do you got for us?
All right, man. I've been cooking. I've been a chef for about 20 years now. Bro, you're a chef guru. Don't worry about what people are saying. There's a little device that you can buy for $20, and it literally filters your oil. Do not let anybody talk you out of it, bro.
Thank you. That's right. I appreciate you. This guy knows. Everything's better in a deep fryer. Everything's better deep fried. It's a fact.
And you
Fact
don't
of
need a
life.
deep fryer. What he's saying is for $20, get a bucket.
He didn't say that. He said there's something I could do to filter the oil out so it wouldn't be gross oil. But my plan is just let the oil sit around.
Ugh.
Let me ask you a question.
It's a better oil.
My mom has a big birthday coming up next week, and I'm not traveling east. It used to be nice because I could do get double credit, go back east for Thanksgiving, and then I would also be there for the birthday. And it was like, is he here for the turkey or is he here to celebrate the birthday? It didn't matter. It was always a nice move I would do, but I'm not going this year. And I was talking to my dad, and
Wow, you're not going for a milestone birthday?
Well, here's the thing. She is saying that she doesn't want to even acknowledge it. She doesn't want to celebrate it. She doesn't want to acknowledge it. She doesn't want it. She wants it to just come and go like any other day.
Well, does she really mean that, though?
That's the question. Because she said, here's what she said to my dad.
Not everyone says that, but a lot of people say that.
This is what, and this sounds like I don't want to get all sexist here, but these are female games, right? These are.
But you do that too. You say, I don't care about my birthday. But then you do mention like who texted you and who didn't.
I only when you guys ask. I don't care. If someone texts me, great. If they don't text me, great. I forget a lot of people's birthday. If people don't post pictures on Instagram or I don't get a Facebook reminder or something like that.
That's the only thing Facebook's good for.
I would forget everyone's birthday every year. And it doesn't mean I don't like them. It just means that there's a lot of stuff we got to keep track of. And maybe that means I'm a bad friend. I mean, we did have a friend that we had a falling out with because she was really upset that we did not text her on her birthday. And I was like, your birthday's June 11th. Like, have a more memorable birthday.
With your
I don't know. What
summer birthdays are harder to remember. I agree. Unless they're like 4th of July.
Right. What do you want me to do?
But didn't your sister just get mad at you recently because you didn't even say happy birthday, you just said it's your birthday.
I sent a text and I thought that would suffice for just a random run-of-the-mill birthday with a sibling. I thought that was enough, but I was asking my dad, I'm like, hey, what are you doing for Mom's birthday? And he said, well, she says she doesn't want anything, so I'm doing nothing. And I'm like, you idiot. You big, dumb idiot.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that. And he's like, no, it's what she said. He's like,
it's a trap.
I said, you're walking into a trap, dude. You got to know this. You've been with her long enough now. They've been married 40 years, whatever. You got to know this is a trap, dude.
And you don't want the next 40 years to be,
Right, remember this, because I said you blow this one, everything you've done right up until this point, gone. So he said, no, he's like, this time I think she really means it. And I go, no.
No, especially because old people always want like family to visit.
Well, that's not happening. I mean, I was very clear because I said, look, if this is some sort of a thing where at the last minute you decide we need to get east, like I was looking at flights, they're not cheap. Like this is not the kind of thing that's going to happen last minute. And I really don't want to be at an airport on Wednesday, the busiest travel day of the year. Just don't want to do it. I can't pack patience. Can't do it. So he said, no, she was pretty clear she wants nothing. And I said, okay, but that's not what that means, right? And he goes, no, I think it is what it means. And then he said, I even gave her a few suggestions for how we could spend the day. And she says, I just want to sit in bed and let the day pass. And I was like, that sounds super awesome.
Totally.
I was like, that's how I would want to spend my ideal birthday.
Sit in bed and let the day pass.
But then he said to me that she made the following claim. She's like, I don't want anything unless it's out of this world. Like
dying?
No. like I don't want anything
unless it's leaving this world.
Unless it is like wow. Like you know what I mean?
What does wow mean though?
And I said, yeah, you're better off going with nothing because what is wow? Like I guess
like a cruise.
Yeah, what is out of this world to her? Is it like a trip?
I don't know.
Or is it like a really good sandwich?
It's
oh wow.
Oh wow. You heard me with the pizza. Well, oh
wow.
So I'm trying to give the guy advice. As my mom, like I'll send her something because I feel like I should send her a card or flowers or something. I guess I don't know.
Well, remember every time we talk to her on the air, she brings up that crappy gift you gave her one year where you sent her a cold cup of coffee and a limp breakfast sandwich.
Yes, she's brought that up many times because I thought
those words exactly
because I postmated her breakfast from all the way across the country, and apparently she didn't know it was there, so just sat at the front door for 6 hours, and then when she found it. It said happy birthday, surprise, and it was a cold
cup of coffee and a limp breakfast sandwich.
But when I sent it at whatever time I sent it, it was a thoughtful thing. I thought.
Right, so you have to one up that at least.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
I think because my stepmother is having a birthday. Well, actually, I think she might be listening, so I can't really get into it. But there's like a surprise thing.
Well, you just blew that.
Whoopsie.
So. I guess this is a question more for you as a lady. And I don't like to come to you as a lady, but anyone that could help me on the text line as well would be great at 800-520-1067.
Don't ask me.
I know the answer. When they say, I don't want something, it just means you want us to figure out what you want and do it. But like my dad said, he's like, I'm tapped. He's like, I've been playing this game for years.
And he's had to come up with 40 birthday presents,
right.
40 things, right?
So he's like, usually I feel like I kind of, know, but it's never been, I want nothing, don't do anything, and if you do anything, I'll be mad. Because he's like, then I feel like I'm in a situation where it's a real lose-lose. Mm-hmm. I do something, she's going to be mad. But I don't do anything, she's going to be very mad. And I'm like, yeah, you are, I don't know the answer. I wish even this one is stumping me.
You got to get her he's got to ride it on like a white horse You know, there's got to be something, a big fanfare at the house that's taking place.
You're on KROQ 818. What's up?
Hey, how's it going? Good morning. Yeah, you got to take your mom somewhere like France. She's setting you up. And you're
France?
Fail.
I think France is...
I think it's right now.
He's got to take her
now,
to France?
Oh, my God.
That seems so unnecessarily elaborate.
That would be out of this world.
I
would love that.
That's in this world. That's France.
I want that, though.
You want that?
Yeah.
So
Every lady wants it.
Every lady wants to go to France.
Really?
That's the coolest.
Is that a fact?
Yeah.
Totally.
Vanessa, wouldn't you want to go to France?
I would. I'd be interested.
Every lady just wants to wake up and be like, guess what? Today you're going to France?
Baguettes and cigarettes. Mm-hmm.
I don't think so, guys.
Oh, yeah, and that little music playing, and it's like, a lot
of people. A lot of people on the text line are saying she wants a trip to Pound Town. I don't think that's it, but guys.
Well, I mean, that kind of is France. Guys.
That is France.
So I think you should do it.
All right. But not for me. I'm not.
All of you need to pitch in and send her to France right now.
By herself?
Robert's right.
By herself?
Doesn't matter.
Rosie?
Yes?
Hey, what's up?
Hi. So your mom doesn't want you guys to ask her what she wants. She wants you guys to
know.
already to know. Don't ask me what I want for my birthday. You should know my birthday's coming up, and you should know to do something for me because I've done so much for you.
It's the same for Mother's Day.
That's Yoda talk.
It's not like,
there.
what do you want for Mother's Day? It's just like, show me something. Show me something.
Yeah, but this one...
It's okay to ask what you want for Christmas or the holidays, but not for birthdays and Mother's Day.
Why?
Because exactly what she's saying.
Why is there some sort of a weird, intelligence test built into the present
It's
now?
not a test. It's just literally...
it's a test. It's a test. It's a test.
It's a test because you fail.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just common decency.
You're goddamn right I fail. But this is my, because I said to him, I told him that too. I said, plan a trip. He's like, nah, that seems like a lot of work.
Well, the thing is, there's not enough time now.
And that's the other
Now
thing.
there's like 6 days, so you screwed it up already.
I know.
I mean, there's nothing that you can do that's like out of this world
and he's hit me
that
up.
you're going to be able to put together in that amount of time.
I said, you know what the advice I gave? And this is such terrible advice. I said, get a mariachi band.
Oh, I was thinking like David Copperfield or David Blaine.
No.
That would be cool. They go to her house.
Find a mariachi band, and when she goes out to have her coffee in the morning, they can play a song for her. That's like, and he's like,
she would not care about that.
Yeah, she'd probably hate it. The neighbors would hate it. Well,
who'd she vote for? That'll determine if she likes it or not.
Generation Wars is coming up on KROQ. Call now to play.
Time stood still.
You were born between 1997, I believe, and 2010. You are a Gen Zer. I think that's right. You can call us now. Really? Is that the accurate? I'm not sure because it's depending on where you look, you always get different years. But if you consider yourself in Gen Z and would like to represent your generation in this battle of generation wars, you can call us now at 800-520-1067. It feels like of all the... It's always been generations fighting against each other. That always seems to happen. But it feels like the battle that's happening now between millennials and Gen Z, that seems to be the most heated one, where both Gen Z hates millennials hate Gen Z. They both blame the other one for issues and problems. Millennials say all the Gen Zers are a bunch of pussies, self-entitled. Gen Zers basically call millennials a bunch of boomers. And that's the way it works. And it always goes that way, and we'll have new names for new generations, but there'll always be the battle between the generations.
Johnny, do you want to speak for Gen Z since we're a couple of millennials talking here? What do you not like about millennials? What do you think the beef is about?
Okay, again, I'll reiterate what I mentioned earlier in the year. This beef is so one-sided, Gen Z could give less of a damn about millennials or boomers and stuff. We're just in our own lane doing our own thing, and you guys hate us.
See, that's the interesting take,
so
is that I care.
Spitting facts.
I care a total of zero as well. That's the one thing I think that generations have in common. There's plenty of people that just don't care at all. But we're going to give a millennial an opportunity to represent all millennials and a Gen Zer an opportunity to represent all Gen Zers in a real battle of generation wars. Things that we'll be asking them about the other generation. Popular things that millennials would definitely know about their time. But those questions will be asked to Gen Zers and vice versa. And we'll figure out if which generation truly does reign supreme. And they will have bragging rights, at least until the next time we do this.
What's one thing that you would write on a check?
I don't even think... that's a tough one for even millennials, I feel like.
Really?
I feel like a lot of millennials wouldn't... I think I wrote some checks early on, maybe my first apartment, I think I had to do that, but I haven't written one of those in years.
Yeah, but boomers and older is balancing a checkbook.
Right. Oh, God, forget that. That was crazy. I would watch my mom do that. That was a joke.
You'd write down what you paid, what you did, and then you'd have to check it against the actual account.
You have to do math, and then at the end you'd be like, it's all...
I don't know, I'm off by a few pennies.
Let's say hi to Zoe. Zoe, I assume, how old are you, Zoe, right now? Zoe, what is your age? Hello, Zoe.
You're on the radio. You heard of it?
Hello, Zoe.
Zoe.
Hello, Chloe. Hello. All right, moving on. She was representing...
Chloe with an I and a Y.
Just so you know, Allie, that's already a point in the column of millennials because that was a Gen Zer right there.
We got ghosted already.
Let's say hi to Kaylee. Kaylee, how old are you?
I'm 23.
All right, 23. You will be representing Gen Z. You're going to battle... Let's battle her. You want to do a lady battle? You want to put her against a guy representing millennials at age 41? Let's go against Jimmy in Santa Clarita. They'll be battling it out. This is going to be very exciting right now. Representation of their generation. Hey, Jimmy, you're on KROQ this morning. How the hell goes it?
Oh, good morning. Good morning. I hear you guys.
You're 41?
Correct.
Okay. You are a legitimate millennial. Kaylee, you are a legitimate Gen Zer. The questions will go back and forth. You will be answering questions that originally should be known by the opposite generation. Let's see who can score best. 4 questions each. At the end, we will decide which generation reigns supreme. First question is for Kaylee, Gen Z. Kaylee, which phrase is used at the end of a fight of Mortal Kombat?
Fatality?
Whoa. That's interesting.
It's kind of not the one I was looking for, but also kind of right.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Is that not right? That's right.
It's not right.
That's what he says. Scorpion says the other one.
They all say the same thing. There's a phrase that goes in the game before you would get to fatality.
What is it?
You don't know this one?
Well, I'm thinking of the other one, but I don't want to blow it.
Finish him.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah. That's the answer.
But fatality's one, too. We still have Mortal Kombat nowadays.
Fatality is one.
Give her a half point.
After.
Give her a half point.
You have to do a special move to do
I said, you know what? I said at the end of the fight. I'm going to give her the point on that. I think that...
It is the end of the fight.
Yeah.
Fatality.
That's not true.
Jimmy, what Netflix show made Eggo waffle sales boom?
Oh, my God. Eggo sales boom. Eggo. Baby reindeer?
Oh, no. Kaylee, for the steal.
Come on.
Kaylee, you should know this. This show
You
is
would've let me steal.
targeted at your generation. What would you have said, Kaylee?
Stranger Things.
That's
Yeah,
the one.
good job, Kaylee.
All right. Kaylee's still up 1-0. That's round one. We go to round two. It's Generation Wars. Round two, we start with Jimmy. Jimmy,
Okay.
if someone says no cap, what are they saying?
No tap. Oh,
No cap. No cap.
CAP.
No cap.
Oh, no cap? Not being serious?
They're not being serious if they say no cap?
Like, no offense. Like, they're not coming in aggressive. Yeah,
Got
no
it.
offense.
Got it. Cannot accept that as a correct answer. No cap means they are being 100% serious. Like, no cap. Like, not making it up, not lying. No cap. This is what it is. This is a factual statement. So I cannot give you the point on that. We move on to Kaylee now, representing Gen Z, up 1 point.
Man, people are really losing it over the fatality thing.
I know they are.
949. Jake is right. Fatality is only when you do a certain kind of move.
Yeah, everyone has their own thing.
The special move doesn't always happen at the end.
Kaylee?
Everyone hates you, Kaylee.
Kaylee, if someone says that's not true. Kaylee, if someone says show receipts, what are they saying?
Like, show evidence. Like, let's say you're accusing somebody of cheating on you. You show, like, somebody texting
All right.
you.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
You go up another point. Kaylee, you start round 3 right now. Kaylee, what fashion item was Fred Durst known for wearing?
Who's Fred Durst?
Oh, man.
Oh, wow, what a response. Who's Fred Durst of Limp Bizkit?
I guess he wears a hat. Like, doesn't he wear that backwards hat?
Oh, wow, she came up.
I don't think we can accept it. You said it was one of the You didn't know who it was.
Can't accept
Being
it.
a witness.
Can't accept it. Sorry, but yeah, you finally got backwards red hat. Would have accepted. But we move on to Jimmy now. Jimmy?
Yes.
Come on, Jimmy.
What phrase is used to describe taking a break from social media to focus on your mental health?
And from social media, I mean, it's a mental health day, corporate-wise.
If someone is taking some time off social media to focus on their mental health, what term would they use?
Oh, God. Going offline? I don't know. The slang? No idea.
Kaylee, you know this one?
I could think of a couple. I would say, like, if it was free, I would call it going out to touch grass.
That's pretty cool.
I didn't know that.
Now, the answer we were looking for was technically the digital detox. That's the big one. Moving on, though.
But touch grass makes sense, too.
Who's currently winning this battle? Gen Z?
Kaylee.
Gen Z is still in the lead. Yikes. We go to Jimmy. Jimmy, this performer's song, Driver's License, first got huge on TikTok before catapulting her to be a megastar. Who is it?
Their driver's license. Oh, I don't TikTok. Sabrina Carpenter.
No.
I don't TikTok? Oh, Jesus.
Kaylee, you know the answer to that one, right?
Of course. Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah, that's the right answer. All right, well, if Kaylee wins this, I think it's over anyway. But, Kaylee, what word was stamped into yellow rubber bracelets that were supporting cyclist Lance Armstrong's fight against cancer? What word was stamped into those yellow bracelets that were all over the place?
Liz Strong?
Wow. All right, so what we've
Gen
learned
Z
today
knows their
is
history.
that Gen Z is not only getting the Gen Z questions, but also crushing the millennial questions. And I hate to say it, but fair is fair. In this round,
Jimmy's answer to every question was, "Oh God."
Yeah. Jimmy did seem annoyed and angry at every single question that was asked of him. All right. Hey, as a result, Kaylee, hold on 1 second. Johnny, you should be thrilled. Johnny's fist bumping in the air.
I'm so hyped right now. Kaylee, you did that thing, girl.
That's right.
Good stuff. Fatality.
Gen Z reigning supreme for at least this week in a Generation Wars battle. We will be right back. We got your ADD news to get to. We'll do it after this on KROQ.
KROQ.
Sitting around with your relatives, feasting on turkey and sweet potatoes And every once in a while, someone steps up with some mac and cheese, and it's always appreciated.
I've never had mac and cheese at my
A
Thanksgiving
lot of people
table.
don't because it's not
always been
traditional.
sad.
But I will say, for anyone who shows up, you better believe when a side gets passed around and emptied out quick, it's that mac and cheese. Always step up with the mac and cheese. We're searching right now for America's weirdest relative because everyone claims that they have the weirdest, strangest family, and everyone's like, "Oh, your uncle's weird. Wait to hear what my uncle did." We are looking for the weirdest. It's the third year in a row we've done this, and every year we are usually the weirdness is outmatched. Year after year, we're like, wow, I didn't think they could get any weirder. And already today, we did one round of nominees yesterday. Every nominee was could have been a winner as far as I was
we
concerned.
had the guy whose uncle pees in a bucket.
Yep,
we
Hector.
had Nellie, her brother picks his nose in his car and flicks it on other people, but the fact that he picks it with his sawed off finger.
Oh, he's a missing shot off pinky.
Yeah, he shot off his pinky, and then it created a little hook that makes it perfect for picking his nose.
Yeah.
And then there's the cousin that paints with blood. There's the
forgot about that
aunt that bites everybody's cheeks really hard and holds it there when
cheek
she
biter.
sees them. And then the uncle who records himself fighting with a doll and then shows everybody the fights and then
Yeah.
dresses the doll up.
Yeah, he fights with self-defense dolls and shows up on the video.
And he took him off the stick.
Took him off the stick. The video of us talking to that woman yesterday. So we got a new crop of people on the phone right now that would like to nominate their relatives. Eventually, once we get to the finals, we'll have to actually meet the relatives to prove they exist. Let's start with Cindy on KROQ this morning. Cindy, who are you nominating for America's Weirdest Relative 2024?
Hi, I am nominating my cousin.
Great.
Who sniffs you when you go to give him a hug. He takes a deep inhale and sniffs you when you hug him.
Every time you hug your cousin, he takes a sniff of you.
Yes, he extends the hug so that he can take a deep whiff of you.
And is that just you, or is that all people he hugs? Is that a conversation that happens where you're like, oh no, cousin's about to...
It's with only the females.
Wow, how ironic. And does he do it kind of in the crook of your neck? Where is he sniffing? Is he sniffing your hair?
Yes.
Okay.
It's right by your ear.
Yeah.
In the, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And have you tried to avoid hugging him, or is he one of these guys that's a persistent hugger?
No, he zooms in on you. You can try to just be like, hey, and then he comes at you and kind of forces it.
Oh, that's not fun.
And the sniff is a real lingering long sniff, a real...
Yes, just like that.
They're like
And does he ever comment on the sniff? Does he ever
or
say,
what he's smelling?
Right. Does he ever say "Ooh, you've changed your shampoo"?
Oh.
He'll just say oh, you smell good.
Okay.
Ugh.
All right. That is cousin.
Not if I get invited. Invite me.
Yeah, trust me.
Yeah, me too.
Allie will break him of that habit real
yeah,
quick.
he'll stop.
All right. That's what's his name? Cousin who? We call him cousin what?
We're gonna call him Cousin Ernie.
Cousin Ernie. That sounds like a Cousin Ernie move right there. I think she tried to come up with a fake name and just decided, whatever.
His name's Ernie.
Let's say hi to Kara on KROQ. Everyone can nominate a relative that you believe is the weirdest. Trust me when I say you have one in your family. And if you don't know who the weird relative is in your family, I hate to break it to you. It's you.
We learned that yesterday with Jake.
We sure did. Jake learned it yesterday with Jake.
Yep.
Hey, what's up, Kara?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. Who are you nominating?
I'm going to nominate my uncle Harold, and luckily it's a really nice uncle. He's just odd.
What does he do?
His house is yellow. All of the things in his yard is yellow. He collects everything yellow, and he's very spiritual, good energy, karma, spirit is yellow. And he has an enemy in town, and this is in Hanover, Massachusetts. And his enemy is the Red Man. And the Red Man is very big. His face is red. He always dresses in red.
What?
And he's always angry.
So wait a minute. Your uncle has started some sort of a weird color war where he's the yellow man, and yellow means,
Yes.
good vibes, and there's a guy that's red, and the two of them have become town enemies?
Yes.
And does he tell you
Everybody in
stories?
Hanover, Massachusetts knows
Knows about this battle.
Yep.
Yeah.
He just doesn't really interact. It's just he doesn't even want to talk about it because he's so positive.
Mm-hmm. Does he
but-
wear yellow? Does he constantly dress in yellow?
Yeah.
I always think it's interesting when people lock into
Yeah.
a color and this is my color.
Especially locking into a color that's not
I've
black
never
if
seen
you're
him dress
wearing
in a
it.
different color.
You've only ever seen him in yellow your whole life.
Yes.
Your
Okay.
including
Wow.
pants?
That's pretty good.
Or is he wearing blue jeans?
Yep. I've never seen a piece of clothing on him that wasn't yellow.
He looks like Dayman from Always Sunny.
What? How do you even find that many yellow pants?
Fighter of the Red
such
Man.
a hard color to commit to.
Really is.
I mean, it's like it's a color of urine.
All right, that's
Blends in.
That's a good.
I guess that's
why,
true.
That's why you went with it. Maybe they weren't yellow pants. Maybe that wasn't his color
It was
originally.
all white.
Let's say hi to Ryan. Ryan, why do you believe you have the weirdest relative in America? The search continues. We will take open nominees today and tomorrow, and then next week it's the finals and the big exciting pageant to determine who is the weirdest. What's up, Ryan?
Hey, I want to nominate my uncle Eric, and what he's been living in his van for like 15 years, and he sells karaoke machines to get by. And to sell those karaoke machines, he's singing full rock ballads to the top of his lungs with that machine.
So hold on. He lives in a van, and from that very van, he sells karaoke machines. That's his business?
Yes.
But to demonstrate the karaoke machines and how they work, he has to constantly be singing karaoke outside his van.
He sang Audio Slave Like a Stone 3 times in a row one time.
Oh, man. That's such a long song. That's like 25 minutes of Audio Slave. All right, that's interesting.
And wait, where is the van? Does it move locations, or has he set up shop in one place and he's always there?
He's usually in front of this donut shop in Koreatown, but then he moves to wherever he gets work.
All right, I like it. Hey, listen, so far, I love every relative that's been brought to us this year. I'm such a fan of for so many reasons.
Great. I
'Cause
mean,
that is such a great. When everyone tries to claim my relatives are the weirdest, and this guy claims my uncle lives in a van outside of a donut shop and sells karaoke machines to get by. I mean, that's. You
and
can't
it's
make this stuff
interesting
up.
to me that that's where he chooses. That's where he gets the most business, is outside of a donut shop in Koreatown.
Mike in the 818, you're on KROQ this morning as we are searching for America's weirdest relative. Who do you bring? Saturday, April 12th and the 19th. You'll see Green Day at Coachella this year. That's one of the many big announcements that came from that lineup yesterday. Lady Gaga, etc. And, of course, Travis Scott, because you must. Legally, must be a part of every lineup ever, apparently. The full lineup, I'm sure, is at KROQ and on our socials at Klein Alley Show. Let's get to your news this hour. Then we will get into an absolute brand new hour of the show, perhaps the greatest hour of your life. That'll all be coming up next. But first, what is happening in the world? Let's figure out together. Here we go.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. I just remembered, today is trash day. And speaking of garbage...
Thank you. There's a lot of concern over the next political wave that is coming to the White House. Names that you thought wouldn't enter the picture are now front and center, like Matt Gaetz and Elon Musk. But right now, the conversation has shifted to the unique and blasphemous way that Elon Musk eats his French fries. If you have not seen, there is a picture posted up of Trump Jr., RFK Jr., and Elon Musk all sitting on a plane eating McDonald's, which already is a lot to take in. Namely, why would you get on a plane with a Kennedy? But also, there was a lot of focus on Elon Musk's French fries, mainly the fact that he squeezes the ketchup into the French fry box and then eats them that way. And I don't think that is an effective way to eat French fries. I think it's weird.
Squeezes them all over the fries there, so each fry is technically a dirty, tainted fry?
Yeah.
Huh.
So he takes the fry, you get the fries, you open up the ketchup packet, you pour it directly into the box of fries.
Right, you got no ratio of fry to ketchup.
It's not a proper ratio.
Right.
You don't know. Some of them have too much ketchup. Some of them don't have any ketchup.
Right. Some are
as soon as
naked.
you reach in there, you're immediately getting ketchup all over your fingers. It's
Terrible.
messy. It's
That's
strange.
supposed to be one of the smartest men on the planet?
Yes, and he's
Cool.
pouring ketchup into his fries like that.
See,
And I think that more people should be chosen based on their food habits. I mean, if I were to pick a cabinet, I wouldn't be picking people who eat French fries that way. I wouldn't pick people who put ketchup on their steak. It's strange.
I saw someone, tell me if you think this is weirder. They took the ketchup packet, regular packet, I'm not talking about one of those little cup packets, regular packet, and they opened it in such a way where it basically, they took off the whole top. They didn't just do the slit. And then they would dip the fry, one fry at a time, into the ketchup packet. You think that's weird?
What? Wait, what? Say that again?
They ripped the whole top of the packet off. I watched someone do this. They
Okay.
ripped the whole top off, and then they kind of...
And then they make it into like a little cup?
Yep, and then they dipped one fry at a time.
That I like.
But also weird, though. Also
yes,
weird.
also weird. But I would think that is
Most people just squeeze...
thinking outside the box,
Right,
right?
but most people just, let's be honest, you squeeze a pile of ketchup next to the fries. And
or onto the wrapper of your burger.
Right, onto the wrapper. That's why it's there. And then you kind of dip as you damn well please.
Yeah.
That's the standard approach. I mean, Johnny had a weird way of eating fries when I was golfing with him, and he would...
Didn't he throw the tips?
Yeah, he would take a bite, and he would throw the little tips like a
Just
grenade.
because I didn't wash my hands yet.
Yeah, because he said that part was germ, so he would never ate the tip of the fry. Just held it. That was his... Never wanted to eat the piece that touched his fingers.
I will say, though, in Johnny's defense, that the end of the French fry is kind of like the crust of the pizza. It's like a,
That's true.
It's all crispy, and you just say... You don't really need that part.
No, end of the fry, I think it's the best part.
What?
Yeah, the crisp part at the end.
Oh, no, I like the soggy middle.
Yeah, of course you do. You're the soggy middle. Of course
A
you
soggy
do.
middle loves a soggy middle.
I get it. You know you're on.
All right. If you are a true millennial, you probably remember the Save the Whales campaign. It was a huge campaign that ended up saving thousands of whale lives after they were endangered. Then we were asked to save pandas, turtles, tigers, rhinos, and now get ready to save the giraffes. They are officially up next on the endangered species list, proving that being tall is only important in the human world. Short kings reign supreme among the animals, and the population has gone from 25,000 to under 6,000. There are a few reasons for this. Climate change is one of them, but another reason is that America loves giraffe parts. We love buying them. They have imported 40,000 giraffes just for
What do you
the
mean?
body parts.
Whoa. What are we doing with giraffe parts?
Typically, the head and the neck are purchased the most and put on people's walls as trophies.
Come on.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
They didn't even hunt it themselves. They just bought a
And
pre-hunted
that's
giraffe?
the thing, is stolen valor.
Oh, man.
You want to
I mean,
go being like, hey, look what I hunted, which already I think is
Right.
strange
Both
to
are
be like,
terrible.
look what I hunted.
Sure.
But to hunt a giraffe, especially an endangered species, and be like, look at this, or a polar bear or whatever it is, you're like, why are
I
you
think people just want to prove they have high ceilings, and there's no better way to prove you have high ceilings
with a giant giraffe
than with
neck?
a giraffe neck on your wall. That's what that's about.
If you were to guess the value of a one Jersey Mike's as a company, how much would you think that was
Jersey
worth? Because
Mike's.
the CEO just sold the sandwich chain to
Oh.
a company called Blackstone, and guess how much he made?
There's a lot of Jersey Mikes. They got Danny DeVito doing their thing. I'm gonna.
What is his
say-
catchphrase? They slice it right in front of you.
Yeah, they got that thing going for them. They are good. They're all over the place.
I love Jersey Mike's.
I don't know, 4 billion.
7.2 billion. So now
Christ.
the founder of Jersey Mike's,
that's nice.
who's not named Mike.
No, we learned that. Remember, there was a guy named Mike
Peter
originally.
Canroe.
Right.
He is now worth $7.5 billion after selling it to Blackstone.
Good for that
I hope it doesn't change, though. I don't want anything to change about the sandwich. That's what I don't like. Is new owners. We're gonna take some quality away, pick the prices up. Don't do it.
That's what they're doing here with this place, right? Look at us now.
Huh?
Quick break? Nope. We'll start a brand new hour. How about right now? Here we go.
Klein Alley Show.
Hey, I love you guys, and I listen to you guys every morning, and I better shut up because it's a drunk message.
Bye.
Happy birthday, dear Valen. That's a big game, man.
Greta Thunberg.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Hey there, welcome to your Prequent. Thursday morning, 1 week to go till Feastin' Day. So start stretching that stomach now. Get out your favorite pair of nice, classy sweatpants so you can get that adjustable waist going at the table. We are Klein Alley Show on KROQ. Yes, the experts are saying this will be the busiest travel Thanksgiving in the history of the world. So get ready for that. Probably should leave already or you'll be stuck in traffic. But aside from all of that, we got a decent hour planned for you right here at KROQ. Why? Because we will get into some Meet the Neighbors. Allie's El Cheapo on a Thrifty Thursday. We'll be checking in with some of her newest travel hacks as people are looking for cheap ways to do some travel this time of year and into the holidays. Maybe you didn't take a trip in 2024. You go, only got a couple weeks left. Got to make it happen. You want to hear what El Cheapo has to say. It's a lot more than just pack your luggage in garbage bags. She'll give you more intel coming up later this hour. But we will start with, I think, something that is going to really tear the audience apart because it's already heated. The text line is so heated right now because of Mortal Kombat still from the Generation Wars.
French fry stuff. People are like, I'm mad that you're talking about French fries. ADD News sucks. But also people going, I hate ketchup with fried people in general. I eat my fries without ketchup.
Right. There's a lot of anger. But we're going to get into something that is going to really divide the audience, and that is the elimination of one of the traditional sides of Thanksgiving. For whatever reason, people are now making the decision to eliminate a side. No space, don't need that many sides, saving money. What is the side that is the most forgettable, the most eliminatable?
So easy.
Because apparently they claimed yesterday, Campbell's came out with some, every year some company comes out with whatever, and they said that everyone's most loved side for Thanksgiving was
cream of mushroom soup.
No, Campbell's tomato soup. No, they said that everyone's favorite was mashed potatoes, standard mashed potatoes. That's what they claim.
I don't care about mashed potatoes, and here's why. Because you can get mashed potatoes any old time. It's the sweet, it's the yams. Those things are things that you make seasonally.
Listen, that's an argument people make. They say some sides are better because you only get them, that's the one time a year. Others say that's why they're the most easiest one to get rid of because we don't really care about them anyway. So if you had to eliminate one, this is the question. Which one do you eliminate? There's obviously some keepers. I think there's universal keepers. But which is the one that you would immediately scratch if you got to crush one from the table? Or just say, not making that this year. Love to get your thoughts. 800-520-1067. You can call, you can text. One side, 1 week from today, will not be there. Which one do you pick? We'll do that next, Kara.
I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on.
Finally, someone let me out of my cage. Now, time for me is nothing cause I'm counting no A's. Nah, I couldn't be there. Nah, you shouldn't be scared. I'm good at repairs and I'm under each snare. Intangible. Bet you didn't think, so I command you to. Panoramic view. Look, I'll make it all.
KROQ, we're Klein Alley Show, 1 week to go till Thanksgiving, and you would think that Thanksgiving is a celebration of gluttony for the most part. It's a giant feast. Everyone's gathering around. They're having seconds and thirds, leftovers, all the good stuff. But let's just for a moment pretend, because some people saying this year they're going to do a scaled down. I think they said, actually, there's going to be less and less people even making a traditional Thanksgiving
Even
dinner
hosting,
this year.
yeah.
Hosting, whatever. So people are even moving away from that. But the people that are still going to stick to it are going, let's scale it down. We don't need 9 sides on the table. I would argue, maybe I'm wrong here, but the standard 5 sides that you would kind of see as a part of every Thanksgiving dinner traditionally would be mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes.
Stuffing.
Stuffing, yes, but I don't even know if I consider that a side necessarily, especially if you got it jammed up in the cavity of the bird.
That's the greatest side.
It's the greatest side.
I don't even consider it really a side. I think it's
You think it's a main?
I don't think it's a main. I think it's like a...
What would it be other than a main or a side?
It's a part of the turkey. It's a part of the...
It's not inside the turkey, though.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that's what it's called, stuffing.
That's the whole idea.
Yeah, but most people don't do that anymore.
Why?
I heard the difference. It's when it's outside, it's called dressing. When it's inside, it's called stuffing.
Yeah, stuffing's better because you get all that innards. You get all those innards. That's the good stuff.
Love
right?
the innards.
Well, but okay, so you go sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes, stuffing, cranberry sauce, and then usually some
green beans.
There's some
green bean casserole.
Obligation to put something green on the table, and that's usually what.
That's
it
one
is.
of my favorites too. Is green bean casserole with a little crunchy fried onions on top.
People. So the question is, what do you eliminate? What do you cross? And there's other things. Well, by the way, people are saying, and I've said this before, mac and cheese should be normalized. That should instantly bump one of those other ones off the table immediately.
I guess I try to do stuffing. I'd also think is a mix between a carb and a protein. Like it's kind of in its own category. If I was going to do stuffing, sweet potatoes, and mashed potatoes, and mac and cheese, like that's just too many carbs at once. I like to balance it out.
No such thing as too many carbs at once. What a stupid thing to say.
Yeah, that's dumb.
All right,
What
you're
a
right.
stupid thing to say.
I'll go now.
Allie, you look like you like fellatio salad.
Excuse me, what?
I'm sorry.
Fellatio,
you know what that means, Johnny?
You know that pink thing that like your aunt always shows up with? And she's like, I brought the fellatio salad.
The pink thing that your aunt shows up with?
Hold on. Johnny, what are you talking about?
You know how like, does anybody else have that like one aunt that always brings that one weird side dish and it's like that pink like fellatio salad thingy?
I don't think you're saying the right word.
I think I know what he's talking about. Fellatio, the fact that you're saying fellatio is hilarious.
Johnny, do you know what fellatio is?
It's that salad. It's that like pink salad thingy, that like gushy stuff.
So if a woman came up to
he
you and
is
said,
right,
I
it
want to
is.
give you fellatio, you would think it was a pink salad?
I mean, that's what my aunt brings every year.
Oh, boy.
Sometimes
Oh, man,
green.
I want to go to your Thanksgiving.
She could win America's Weirdest Relative.
We have a new throat goat.
Go!
Johnny, are you looking for the word ambrosia salad?
No, that's a band. Fellatio salad's the pink thingy. It's like that dish.
Also a good
and
name
it's
for a
like-
band.
Johnny, look up. I'm going to sit with you right now while you just go ahead and type into what computer are you in front of? Vanessa's?
Yeah, I'm on Vanessa's. Let me look it up.
Type
really
in
quick.
fellatio salad. Let me see.
It's safe to Google, actually.
Yeah, go. Yeah, it's a salad. Why not? That guy.
Hey, this is naughty. Wait, can I say the definition?
We all know the definition, you dummy. You're the one who
You're
doesn't
not
know.
sharing it with anybody who doesn't already know unless they're 7.
There's not one person listening now that doesn't know that you're saying the exact wrong thing.
Wow, I spelled it wrong too. Yeah. Wow, that's not. Wow, never mind.
You're talking about. I think you're talking about the ambrosia salad,
Yeah, and then Google ambrosia salad.
and see if that's what your aunt brings, or does she bring the thing you just saw? Because if she does,
Yeah, this is it. This is
Okay.
Yeah, we cleared it up.
Yeah, ambrosia salad.
I'm now going to move fellatio salad to my must-have side at Thanksgiving. That has just moved into my top one.
You go dressing on that?
A lot of dressing. Hey, Bobby.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Which
yeah,
one?
We gotta get rid of dinner rolls. We don't need them. It's just bread. It's not special.
you know, it's funny.
I love the dinner roll because I like to dip it in the gravy.
I didn't even think of dinner rolls. Man, when someone brings out a basket of bread, you're right. It's unnecessary because technically that's just more stuffing in different shape. But
yeah, but if I put a hunk of butter in there and then use it to clean up my plate.
I can't believe you're saying get rid of dinner rolls. I feel like that sounds awesome.
And it's so easy to just throw. There's no preparation involved. That's why you don't want to eliminate it because it literally takes no effort.
Ray, what's getting tossed? What this year as people are scaling down? What is the side that you say is a bye-bye?
Yeah, I can't believe that guy just said dinner rolls, but I am putting up the sweet potatoes with those stupid, it's already sweet, and they add brown sugar and marshmallows on top.
Yummy.
And then it's just you're having dessert while you're trying to eat dinner, and it's too much. They already got the cranberries. What's going on?
So you're getting rid of that. That's your toss.
Yeah, toss
It's
that.
funny.
I love candied yams.
I don't disagree with him on that.
Really?
I think
My mom stopped making it because no one would eat them.
Yeah.
Everyone would just go for the
I
mashed
think
potatoes.
it seems excessive.
Yeah.
Tony, which one are you saying can take a hike?
Hey guys, what's up?
What's up, man? What's up?
All right, so pasta salad can suck it with this, colorful pasta, and with its.
I mean, I wouldn't even call that like a top tier. I mean, yes, occasionally you'll see someone bring. That's usually like someone feels the need to bring something and doesn't really have a lot of deep
And it's
culinary
usually an
skills.
old lady.
So they bring a pasta salad. Pasta salad's kind of like that fellatio salad from Johnny's aunt.
Yeah, it is just something that's easy to throw in a bowl and mix together, and it's like, ta-da.
The green bean casserole, someone said, is useless if it's not saved with those crispy onions on top. But the crispy onions make that a save right there.
You have to drench it in the cream of mushroom soup sauce, and then you have to really bake the crap out of it to make it super, super soft, and then you put the crunchies on top and maybe a little bit of cheese. I think that's great. What I would get rid of, Klein, I can't believe no one has said it yet, cranberry sauce. It is such a waste.
It's garbage.
Nobody, to do it well actually does take effort, and nobody wants to take the effort to do it, so they just buy the can, and the can is stupid.
It really is an afterthought. I mean, that becomes a gotta get it. It's an afterthought. And any year that, it's been like a last minute, what do we not have? Someone's got to run out to 7-Eleven and try to find a can of cranberry
sauce. It's got this weird tartness to it that's not good.
It's always, when you're doing dishes afterwards, you're always like dumping a lot of that down the sink.
Yes.
I think even the homeless are like, nah, we're good. We'd
Yes.
rather not eat than have that. Hey, Adam, go ahead. You're heated. What's up?
Yeah, you can't get rid of the dinner rolls, man. You got to make a little sandwich out of that.
Yeah.
That's I think a lot of times when you're actually making Thanksgiving, you are thinking leftovers already. So you're like going, all right, we'll throw some dinner rolls out there. If they don't get eaten tonight, great, because that's going to be sandwich
You're
material
setting
for
yourself
tomorrow.
up for success the next
I
day.
agree. Bye-bye roasted carrots, says 949. Those really suck. I mean, no one even mentioned gravy. Gravy, don't consider a side. Gravy
is a must. That's not even a side.
It's an add-on, so I don't even consider that. I've never laughed so hard in my entire life than hearing Johnny say and realize what he was saying with fellatio salad. Thank you for the greatest laugh I've had in my life from 714. There's a lot of people. I will be demanding fellatio salad. All right, we got.
Klein and Allie, this is the FCC. You all dropped the fellatio word 29 times this morning, and you will be hearing from us soon.
All right, we got to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We got more show to get to. El Cheapo, travel hacks. Busiest travel day maybe in the history of the world is coming up. Allie's going to get you ready for it next.
It's beginning to look a lot like the 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.
Hey, it's Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins. All day on KROQ. Win tickets to see us.
This is Jim from Jimmy Eat World.
Hi, it's Nick from 311.
Hey, it's Jacob Knoll of Sublime. KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas.
AWOL Nation, Beck, Franz Ferdinand, Baby, and Linda Lindas.
We'll tell you a song to listen for. Hear it, and Caller 20 wins tickets to the 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Presented by Gain.
Proceeds benefit Carlos Ninos and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center. From Gain. Mix, match, more happy.
Earlier this week, talked about how wind chimes are a huge weapon when it comes to neighbors trying to wreak revenge on other neighbors for a variety of reasons. Just put up some wind chimes, and they're your own chimes, so you're a chimer, you like the sound, but the reality is most other people will hate the sound.
And sometimes they don't sound very good.
Right. We heard Allie's impression of the broken wind chimes, and that led to quite a few things. But as we get into this edition of Meet the Neighbors, there's been a lot of stuff. You know, you think about neighbors. Allie just recorded a song with her neighbor that we met this guy because he used to post his music on the Nextdoor app or the Neighborhood app. And then, we were playing his music and making fun of Ray, but then he became part of the show.
Making fun. We were celebrating the fact that he makes this music on a regular basis and he releases it for all to hear and enjoy. And we reached out to him and he reached out right back. And now we're collabing together because we're going to be a thing.
So it's funny because someone did point out, we're going to get to Meet the Neighbors in a moment, figure out what's going on in neighborhoods all over Southern California, but Someone did say after listening to Allie's song, Show Me Your Love.
Give me your
Give
love.
Me Your Love.
Available on Apple Music and Spotify.
Allie did something with her voice in that song where she sounds like a 10-year-old boy. So now, when I listen to the song, I hear a grown old man singing a love song to a 10-year-old boy.
Singing Together We Can Go Down Under.
Yeah, it sounds like a pedophile anthem. Congratulations, Allie.
Hey, inspo for the music video. Thank you.
That could be some music video when you hear that song. It's time for us to give you Ray's original hit as we meet the neighbors right here.
Meet the neighbors. That's what you gotta do. Say hello, shake a hand, share a smile, and make a friend. Meet the neighbors. Their dog just crapped in your yard.
Be it the Ring app, the Nextdoor app, the Neighborhood app, the Citizen app, there's a lot of neighbors that need a lot of help. And that's why they reach out to the people that live on their street or in their community. This is Meet the Neighbors on KROQ. Alley, what's going on in your neck of the woods?
Well, there's a guy named Richard Krasnick who's not happy about something. And
if you have a name like that, you were born to complain.
Totally. There are some people that just have complainer names, and that's definitely one of them. He posted a picture on the Nextdoor app with the following post. Who is the lowlife in Conejo Oaks too lazy to carry this bag of poop home to dispose of, but rather dumps it on our beautiful streets? Perhaps Ring, in all caps, will expose the perpetrator / loser. Shaking my head with a mad emoji face. And it's the comments here that kind of go in an interesting direction because some people were defending the pooper trader, as he's being called on the comment section. Why don't we just maybe assume, instead of this guy doing this on purpose, that it was an accident? I'm religious about picking up after my dog on walks, but can honestly say I've accidentally dropped a poop bag or two at one point. To which Richard responds, Aaron, I think the placement of the following poop bag would tell me otherwise. Seems very intentional.
He thinks this was an act, a hate crime.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot of comments back and forth about how this poop bag got here. Hey, I'm a dog owner. Sometimes it happens. I forget to pick it up on my way back. But look at the size of this poop bag.
It's so little.
It's so small.
That's that could be even cat poop in there.
I know.
That's so small.
So the fact that you want to take a picture and post about this and then... there are hundreds of comments on this one post because this is a very polarizing thing. It happens all the time, but Richard Krasnick thinks that it should end.
So I have a post in Van Nuys, California, from a neighbor whose name is Bob Saget.
No way.
Oh, yes, way. He doesn't look like the Bob Saget, and as you know, the Bob Saget is unfortunately no longer with us, but this man's name is also Bob Saget, and he posted in Van Nuys. My neighbor has placed a basketball hoop on the street, and it is taking up a valuable parking spot. Is that legal? And if not, who can I report it to? Hashtag Van Nuys. So there's
the whole city needs to know about
There's quite a few comments about this one, including the following. Ask if you can play. Buy your own basketball, invite some neighbors over, and create a little tournament. Save on a gym membership. That's from neighbor Kevin, who's trying to be helpful. Someone said, is it a full basketball court or just a hoop?
You can do a full basketball court?
Pascal said, this is March Maddening. Making a March Madness joke.
Oh, my God. And I had the pooper joke guy in mind. People love to make little jokes on Nextdoor.
Is it taking your parking spot or just another parking spot? And if it's another parking spot, then why do you care?
And does Van Nuys have that big of a parking problem? I feel like some of those residential streets are pretty open.
Kathleen Perkins has the answer to your question, Allie, because Kathleen Perkins says you can call 311 or 211. I complain there at least twice a week about something. I got to hear Kathleen Perkins' messages.
That's another naggy name.
And someone else said, unless you're parking up in the sky, can't you just park under the basket and take the spot?
Oh, yeah.
To which he said, wow, that's good. I didn't think of that. So, as you can tell, the neighbors are... And someone else just said, Bob Saget, thought you were dead. Good to hear from you. So this is just some of what's happening in neighborhoods.
The real Bob Saget would never complain
about a basketball hoop. No. So there you have it. Just some of what's happening in neighborhoods all over Southern California.
And obviously, you can always send us yours as well.
Yeah, people screenshot us and send us stuff all the time, and we laugh and laugh and laugh in the back. Hey, Vanessa, you haven't brought us anything from Long Beach in a while. I feel like Long Beach has a very active neighborhood. A lot of people complaining about stuff down there. Are you not currently enrolled in any of your local apps?
No, but I should be.
Yeah, because you always tell us about stuff that's happening, and I feel like you had an issue. What was the thing she was telling us about in her place?
She had a dog in her apartment, and then all the neighbors ratted her out and complained about her.
Yeah,
I think one of the neighbors listens to me, so let's not continue this combo.
Oh,
because he's like, "Oh, I've never met you. You work for KROQ, right?" And then I looked at him weird, like, "Why?" And I said, "Yes, I do."
Yeah. But that's the one who ratted you out because you had a dog?
I don't know, but someone did rat me out. I was like, come on, guys, just live in your own homes. Who cares that there's a dog in here?
No, you know, Colombians do to rats.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show, and in just a moment, Jake was busy in Santa Monica letting the locals know that their beach was voted the top beach in all of North America, and he wanted to feel how the locals felt about receiving this honor. We'll get to this before we get out of here today, but here's a tease.
What's your name?
Curtis Walton.
Curtis from where?
Inglewood.
Curtis, Santa Monica has just been named best beach in North America. How do you feel about that?
I give it that because I don't think you could smoke on it.
He's very proud of the title, and a lot of people in Santa Monica were thrilled and finding out for the very first time that they were named Best Beach in North America. So they all have their reasons why they believe Santa Monica was called that, and we'll get to that coming up on the show. But right now...
And I imagine that some of the little children who have built sandcastles on Santa Monica Beach have found their fair share of cigarette butts.
Oh, it's the greatest game to play in Santa Monica Beach.
It's a great flag on the top of your castle.
Find the cigarette butt. Let's get to it, though, because a lot of people traveling. Some traveling out here to visit North America's greatest beach, others traveling from here. It's time for El Cheapo and Travel.
It's time to talk to the kingpin of cheap. Here she is, El Cheapo.
A few hacks I'm trying out. I have a hack for people who are flying, a hack for people who are driving, and a hack for anyone looking for a place to stay who does not want to stay with their family members over the holiday.
All ways to do it on the cheap.
Yeah, well, I will say this time around, I am flying, but I did do the base fare non-refundable no insurance option, and I have run into a huge problem with that because I booked it on the wrong day.
Oh, man.
And
idiot.
Katie had planned, she had all of her clients she was going to see that day, and now she's had to reschedule all of them, and she is losing a lot of money because of my non-refundable option.
And all you had to do was pay a little bit more, and you would have moved your flight. No harm, no foul.
Yep, and we get the no frills boarding. We are the last to board, all that good stuff.
Man.
But here's what I'm going to try this time when I go through security. And this is something that I have not tried before. I discovered it myself, and the construction crew inspired me because I know that bag fees are getting worse and worse. $35 for one, sometimes $45 at some of these airlines. And for the holidays, you're staying an extended period. A lot of people will be checking bags. But have you seen some of the tool belts that these guys have going on? Because I have seen some pretty hefty tool belts that you can just wrap around your body. You can put a lot of your possessions in it. It doesn't count as a carry-on. It doesn't count as a check bag. You can stuff your tool belt full of all kinds of things, probably even a weekend's worth of clothing and toiletries. And all you got to do when you go through security, take off that tool belt, put it right on the belt there, and then they'll be like, boop, okay, go ahead, put it back on, and you're good. It's not even a carry-on bag.
The construction workers are working at the airport, you idiot.
So no, in this building, too.
Yeah, but there is
you know
a different...
how great it is to walk around with all your stuff on your body, and then when you need it, it's just, well, pocket, there it is.
You don't worry about how you're going to look?
You're going to walk around...
Do you think I worry about how I look?
No.
Yes.
No, we all know she doesn't. Look at that. Look, you can watch right now on the YouTube. You can see it's true.
Also,
but
guys, it's winter. You're going to be wearing a coat. It's going to cover everything.
You're talking
it's
about...
like the dumbest utility belt ever.
You're talking about a utility belt to fit in all of your things that you don't want to pack. So you're talking about
all the things
socks, clothing, underwear, makeup, all that
little
stuff.
things that can just fit in all those pockets. Yeah, and some of them are like multi-tiered tool belts, so they have like kind of layers to them, and they go all the way down to your knee.
Saddest Batman boarding a flight, and I don't even.
You
know
don't have to check a bag. So think of how much money you'd save.
But I don't even know if they would allow that. Like
they've never encountered it before. Ha! Stumped you, TSA.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
And then your plan is what when you
backup plan is cargo pants.
So then so the person behind you just has to sit there while you empty out all of your pockets.
Well, yeah,
and everything's 3 ounces or less.
Yeah,
it's a terrible plan to save $30.
Isn't it worth $35 or $45?
Isn't it worth $30 to just and by the way, you can just do a small little carry-on, and then just do that move.
I've already got the roller.
Oh, I see. You need additional stuff.
I've got the roller, I've got the backpack, and I've got the tool belt.
Need more space for all those dumb ideas of yours. I got it.
I think I'll have to buy extra legroom to account for all the things I'm wearing.
You're the first person who's going to have to buy extra legroom width, not length, but width.
So the other thing is, if you're driving, what's frustrating when I drive is that you fill up when you leave, and you fill up at usually your gas station of choice, which is an affordable price to you. But then as soon as you're on the 5 or wherever, they know that you're going to have that rest stop price that's going to be $1, sometimes $2 more expensive per gallon. So right now on sale at Costco is these big storage bins. And I would fill those up with your favorite gasoline of choice.
God,
just
Allie.
put it in the back along with your luggage. And then when it's time to fill up, you just get part of a sawed-off hose and you stick it in there and you just refill right there. And you don't have to pay anything. And you've got the great price for gas from the beginning all the way to your destination. And the stop is probably going to be shorter.
And you're driving around with a giant...
tub of gasoline.
Tub of gas in your car.
I mean, you can use those little carriers, but those only carry like a gallon. You know what I mean? If you really want to go all in on it, you can get a steel drum at Home Depot for under $100.
Right.
Those are really big, and those will last you a long time.
That's also a great buzz for you and the kids in the back seat when you're inhaling the gas fumes from the giant tub of gasoline in the back of the car.
Oh, my God, yeah. And it's like, whoa, someone going to light a match? What's going to happen?
Yeah, it seems safe and smart also. I think there's a legal issue with that, too, because I think there are certain rules that you can only...
remember when the gas was crazy? People were filling up all kinds of containers.
I know, but I don't think you're allowed. I think the deal is it has to be one of those approved gasoline carriers. I don't think you could just fill up Tupperware.
Well, they're not going to know unless they pull you over.
Yeah, I guess you got a great point there.
Okay, my final hack.
Why am I surprised that the fanny pack on the flight, the utility belt on the flight woman is the same person that brought us the giant Tupperware full of gas in the back seat?
The final recommendation I have that I have not tried yet, but I'm planning on trying towards the end of the year. I want a few days getaway. I don't want to spend a bunch of money on a hotel. So what I'm going to try this time, I haven't booked it yet. Have you heard of homeexchange.com?
Hold on. Allie's going to look like the Asian inventor boy from Goonies while she's boarding the plane. That's great text.
Holy
Appreciate
crap
that.
idea. Holy crap, Allie. These are the worst and most dangerous ideas ever.
Terrible ideas. And we're not even talking about saving. I don't think much money has been saved at all.
Yeah, you might have cheaper gas where you're going.
It probably will.
Well, eventually when you get there, but on the way there, it's the one rest stop, and it's like $6 a gallon, guys.
I loaded up with this expensive LA gas, so when I'm driving through the middle of the country and it's $2 a gallon, I can still know that I'm filling up with my $6 gas.
Okay, let me tell you about...
What a dumb idea. I mean, really, it is so dumb.
Let me tell you about homeexchange.com.
Allie, just stop. Just stop is what they're saying. These El Cheapo hacks make it clear that Allie is the weirdest relative in her family.
If you don't want to spend money on a hotel or an Airbnb or Vrbo or whatever, here's what you do. You go to homeexchange.com, you put your place up on as a listing, and then you find other even cooler places, and you offer to exchange homes with them. So when you go to France or San Francisco, wherever you're going, you can be like, hey, I want to stay in your place. You want to stay in my place. Let's just do a swapsies. And then, boom, you don't even have to pay. And a lot of people have nicer houses than you, and you can stay in their place for free or for a very low price. And especially if you have pets that you need someone to take care of, but you don't want to pay for that.
Smart.
Now you've got a home exchange where somebody's staying in your place for free and taking care of your animals.
So they just show up there, and there's a couple of cats and dogs they didn't know about?
Well, you tell them when they get there.
Okay.
And if they argue, you got a still front drum full of gasoline.
Sometimes the exact appropriate song plays on the radio at the exact right time, and this is one of those moments. And you think to yourself, wow,
I know what you're thinking.
Could that have been planned any better? So when you're thinking about...
I was wondering if it could be planned any worse.
You wearing utility belts on airplanes and filling up Tupperwares with gas and looking to freeload your pets onto some stranger that traveled here from Ireland.
Think of me.
You think of Loser. It's KROQ. 182. Fitting way to end today's show. It's KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. That'll do it for us. 40 minutes nonstop KROQ. 40 minutes nonstop KROQ starting in moments with the great Nicole Alvarez. If you want your next pair of tickets for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas, it's almost time. You'll be listening today between 1 and 2 p.m. Jimmy Eat World. Little song called Middle, which you'll hear, I'm sure, at the Kia Forum when we all get together on December 14th. You'll hear it live and in the flesh, but you can hear that on KROQ today. And when you do, between 1 and 2, call Nicole and claim your tickets for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. All right, we got more of those tickets to give you tomorrow as well, and some other stuff. Another round of nominees for America's Weirdest Relative. So many great nominees today. Tomorrow, please, if you got weird relatives, your last chance to get your open nominees to us before we start getting to the finals next week, and then we give the big, exciting sash to the winner of the real weirdest relative in America. All right, Allie, what do we got for takeaways?
All right, 818, my takeaway is it doesn't matter what kind of person you are, there's a rock for you.
Yeah, we learned that in Allie's boring podcast she was listening to that helped her fall asleep. The guy that likes to count rocks. It's the Counting Rock podcast, and it's actually doing just as well as our podcast, which you can download wherever you get your podcast, specifically on the Odyssey app, but you can find it. Search Klein Alley Show. Thank you in advance for downloading, subscribing, listening, etc.
909, my takeaway is Uncle Leslie isn't getting killed by a meteor. He's just getting meteor.
Did learn that about my uncle. He's getting fatter to the point he explodes.
310, my takeaway is Johnny's aunt brings the fellatio salad to Thanksgiving, and I want to go to Johnny's house for Thanksgiving.
The amount of people that texted in, what is the recipe for Johnny's aunt's fellatio salad? Probably the biggest text we've ever received in the history of the show.
I think I agree, yeah.
Hundreds of people want that recipe. Johnny, ask her for it, please.
626, my takeaway is a soggy middle loves a soggy middle.
Sure does.
818, if you pee yourself, just call yourself Yellow Man.
Yellow Man. That was someone's uncle in Massachusetts is Yellow Man.
And 213, I am goosed up. I am goosed up.
That's right. All right. Well, Jake, got a takeaway we didn't get to yet?
Yeah, it's not ice. It's a frozen water machine.
Frozen water machine. That's what Vanessa really wants for the holidays this year. Get some of that nice frozen water. Allie, takeaway?
My takeaway is Thanksgiving tastes better in a bathtub.
Yeah, we learned that about someone's weird uncle today. God, it's going to be tough to beat those tomorrow. So start getting stories about your relatives and be ready to call us tomorrow. If you need us in the meantime, Goat Line is open for you now, 844-956-GOAT. We'll take your messages over the next 20 hours plus and take a listen to them tomorrow. You can also find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, a bunch of other places at Klein Alley Show. Have a great day. We will see you then. Bye.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
106.7 FM. KROQ.
Hey, it's Klein.
Hi everyone, can you hear us? You are on.
We're on a
Hey,
fast
guys.
roller coaster.
Thank
Buckle
you
in.
for-
Buckle in the roller coaster. Put the thing down. Here we go. All right, we're going up the hill. We're going up the hill. All right, hold on. Hands up, hands up, hands up, right here.
This roller coaster is sad.
Anyways,
This is what I have to deal with everything.
anyways.
Child.
Chat, how we doing? Good morning, America. Good morning. This is Vanessa Garcia, Colombia's proudest export over here. Look at that.
Dad, look at my hat I just got. I'm very proud of it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She has an amazing smile, too.
Thanks.
Show them your beautiful smile.
Oh my gosh, you're wearing an LA hat. I'm
Come on.
wearing a Colombian hat.
Hey, who do you guys like better? Drop a blue heart for LA Dodgers. Drop a red heart for whatever team is on her hat.
Obviously, everyone's gonna drop a blue
Let
heart.
the chat speak for themselves. Blue heart for the Dodgers chat. Red heart for whatever team. Is that what sport is that?
It's the Colombian soccer team.
Oh.
Look, it's clearly a football.
I don't know about that. Colombia? I don't know.
Guys, just drop the blue hearts. I get it. My hearts are not broken. I understand.
I think her heart is broken, actually. Look at all the blue hearts coming in.
I get it.
The chat has spoken. Chat has definitely spoken.
But I see you, Bixie and Mara with the red
Oh,
heart.
yeah, please. Whatever. Anyways, what'd you guys think of today's show? Do we like it? Are we vibing?
Was the weirdest relative the person that likes to wear yellow and it's everything yellow? Because come on, that is commitment.
That is a lot of commitment. But I feel like you guys have weirder relatives, though. Are you guys holding back on us?
Yes, we
need
the
you.
weird
Yeah.
relative. Surprise me.
Call us in, nominate, please. Please call us in
I
with your
get
nomination.
it, Dodger tout. I've
Dodger.
only been to one Dodger game.
Uh-oh,
I
who's
know
taking
it's fine.
Vanessa on her first Dodger game?
No, I have already been.
Oh, you've already been?
Yeah, to one.
Oh. Well, yeah, she's been to a game already.
Just one.
Okay. Really quick question. We just did a whole theme park roller coaster thing when we started this chat. You go to amusement parks? You go to Disneyland? No, you don't go?
I'm not like a Disneyland fanatic. I don't like lines.
Oh.
I know, controversial.
Why is that
not that
controversial?
great.
You don't like lines? What is that supposed to mean?
Oh my gosh.
What is that supposed to mean? You said it. You said
I
controversial.
don't like Disneyland.
She said she doesn't like lines. I don't know what she meant by that.
I don't want to wait 3 hours to get on a ride.
That's the fun part. I love
Ew.
I love people watching in line because you get those weird couples that do like weird stuff that are like and just like
Ew.
holding each other doing weird stuff.
I hate that shit.
It's like, bro, what are you
But
doing?
at home. But if you do it, like,
If you do it, you're cringe. You do it, you're cringe. Get your ass out of line. Go eat a churro next to the restroom. Especially at Disneyland. Favorite Disneyland ride? Chat, tell us what's your favorite Disneyland ride. I'm going to go ahead and say Big Thunder Railway. That big train ride that goes like... I love that ride. That's one of my favorites.
Tim, I see you. Everyone, shout out to Tim.
Oh, yeah. Blue hearts in the chat for Tim. Blue hats in the chat.
Tim for the video.
Tim, again, if you guys are new, Tim is the mastermind behind all of this whole YouTube stream. These borders you see, these infographics, everything cool about YouTube or these videos you see on Instagram are all because of Tim. So shout out and much love to big brother Tim. He's always in the background. He's always in his studio doing all this stuff right here. Chat, I said blue hearts. Give me a blue heart for Tim, bro.
They gave you the blue heart.
Oh, look, he wrote hi. Look at, see, he does, this is the shit I'm talking about. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about, bro. He be doing stuff like that, and it's just like, bro, where did that come from? He knows everything. He's actually Steve Jobs' nephew, actually. We found out about like 2 weeks ago, so he kind of Nepo baby, but you know what? We take what we could get. Guys, you coming to Acoustic?
Acoustic green heart.
Are you coming? Are you
Green
coming?
heart for acoustic. I love the hearts. Guys, what if we didn't do hearts and we did something else?
What are you guys doing at Acoustic? You said you're working? Yeah, buddy, we're always working. We don't go for fun. They're not just like, hey, let's put on this big concert and just have the staff just come and enjoy it. No, we're out there running around. You know what I was thinking of doing? I was going to surprise you guys, bring this up in a meeting. I want to do like a little like vlog, kind
I
of.
see you, BB.
Just to kind of show everybody like what we actually do at Acoustic.
Yeah, do it.
Because like, I mean, maybe people just don't know. Like, we're always running around. It's like how do I explain it? It's kind of like, have you guys ever seen like Saturday Night Live? Like before they start the live show, everybody's like hustling and bustling.
Funnier.
Yeah, funnier. Everybody's like running around, hustling, bustling, and it's like a madhouse. That's kind of like what Acoustic is for us. So like, yeah, we look nice and we're like, look like we're having a good time, but like we're really like hustling and bustling.
Like maybe I'm a little anxious that day.
Yeah,
100%.
you know, it's really cool because then you get like, you got to see the artists, you're walking with them, and then like you're backstage and it's like last year, like we were on the rotating stage and Bleachers comes up and they're talking to you, having a good time, and then they're like, hey, like Johnny, hello, like you get ready to walk out on stage. Beaches are wrapping up. You guys are going to go announce Bleachers next, and it's like, whoa. And I mean, you never know who's going to come to. That's why I really recommend you guys come to Acoustic. You never know, like besides like the cool bands, sometimes like cool like celebs or whatever show up and they're there. The homie Bert Kreischer was there last year. Yeah. Whatever. Phineas was there last year too, hanging out. Billie Eilish's brother. So you never know who you're going to see. And it's a really cool time. It's really sick. And
guys, who's really tired this morning? I'm like, this Thursday, it feels like a Friday, my friend.
can you explain your ice fascination? I didn't understand that.
What do you mean?
I was like, all the coolest gifts you could get.
Drink
Look.
you could get tastes better with ice. And if it's a beautiful, like, round ice, like a tiny ice.
Okay, that's trash. That's trash.
Also, I drink coffee every morning. Even though it's freezing in here, I would love an iced coffee. I just feel like I'm going to sound basic, and I don't care, guys. I'm romanticizing my life.
But, like, look, you knew they were going to buy you, like, a cool gift. Actually, we didn't know that. But, like, you could have got anything, though. You could have got anything.
That's the one that
you could have got a PlayStation 5,
that I want?
an iPad,
An air fryer.
An air fryer. You really are.
I want all the things that are
gonna
make my life easier.
You really are 32, man. 32-year-old woman. 33. I was gonna give you benefit of the doubt.
Iced coffee is the best. That's right, Erica.
Iced coffee is disgusting. It makes
What would be better than iced coffee? Like, I would be
warm coffee. Warm coffee. That's how you're supposed to drink coffee. Warm coffee, bro.
You're not wrong.
Warm coffee. Coffee makes you poop too, so it's not very good unless you're close to a restaurant. Oh yeah, unless she's low in iron. Yeah, are you low in iron? Iron deficient. Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, she doesn't know anymore. Chat, what's for lunch?
Yeah, chat. Are you hungry? I'm about to get me some chips.
Why are you guys streaming us? Aren't you guys hungry? Don't you guys want to go eat? Don't you got to get to work?
Yeah, what do you guys do for work?
Yeah.
Text. Tell us in the DMs. I want to know what you guys do.
If anybody's a mechanic, we could always use a good mechanic. a good plumber.
Johnny needs us.
Yeah. I know I like to cross-dress as like a fake mechanic or like a fake carpenter that actually does manual labor with his hands. But yeah, we need a good carpenters, good plumbers.
Ooh, Chipotle sounds fire.
Chipotle's my
lord. Breakfast burritos, barbecue ribs. I don't know. Ooh, iced Thai tea. Yes.
I'm at work. Does anybody work at 31 Flavors or an ice cream shop?
It says Ice Scoop Ice Cream.
Ice Scoop Ice Cream, TJ Roy. Okay. Trader Joe's Roy. All right.
You own a mushroom company? Nice. I'm Jake from State Farm. That's funny, Mixie.
I'm a pharmacy tech. You got to pay attention then if you're a pharmacy tech.
You're a pharmacy tech. What time do you start?
You're going to mess up my aunt's prescription drugs, man.
Ooh, graphic designer, super cool. Electrician.
That's not what cross-dressing means. Yeah, that's funny.
Oh,
look at this.
Surprise guest.
You guys know Channel Q?
Channel Q, this is Brian, our listener.
Channel Q.
He was my old boss, everyone.
When are you guys going to start playing some Kenny Chesney and some Christopher Cross?
All right, that's enough time with
I don't know.
Or better yet, how about some Lady Gaga?
Oh.
It's Gaga-chella.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm hyped for that.
Our listeners.
To the chat.
They're
Right there. You're live streaming to half of America right now.
Hey,
hi, listeners. They're saying hi. Someone said hi, Channel Q.
Hi, Channel Q.
Channel Q, what's up? Channel
What's
Q.
up?
Channel Q.
All right, guys, have a good day.
Bye.
See ya. Channel Q is where Vanessa came from, too, if you guys didn't know.
And Ali and Klein, actually. They did work there at one point.
Yeah.
I learned everything I needed to learn as a producer at Channel Q. It was tough, let me tell you. But they prepared me to be here.
And I didn't prepare. I kind of just came in. I kind of just dropped out of nowhere. No, not part of the system. All right, Netbangers, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We're about a minute. Yeah, we're running out of gas right now. Okay, bye, Bang Gang. See you tomorrow. Buy your tickets. Timbo, take it away, baby.
Well, as we thought, because apparently the people that are on actual OnlyFans are better looking than we look like, and they also are better speakers than we are.
I tried to do something stupid.
This is why we're making no money on OnlyFans. Hold on.
Hi, welcome to our only. Ow.
God damn. Well, that's why we're here on YouTube, because we don't have what it takes to be on OnlyFans. But if enough people follow this page, you better believe we'll get naked and shove stuff into each other's holes.
Yeah, and if you don't subscribe, we'll probably say something stupid to get canceled anyway.
So either way, all roads lead to OnlyFans eventually. We'll see you there. In the meantime, thanks for checking out this video. You can find our show on KROQ on the radio or wherever you get your podcast. Just search Klein Alley Show.
Honk honk.